Hello, and it looks like we are live. Hello, everybody. How's it going? Welcome to Friday night Insomniac stream, but now it looks like got started a little bit late. It looks like it is now Saturday morning, technically. Let's see how we're looking on the YouTube side. Should be going okay through there. That's a little fuzzy, yeah. Wait for the internet to catch up. Our internet, like I've said before, don't mean to sound like a broken record, but it is DSL and it doesn't always want to cooperate the best. So it looks like it's kind of trying to work. So let me close a couple extra tabs here. Make sure I got everything. There we go. It should be better now. I believe it's better. Hopefully it sounds okay. Let me check the mic because somebody told me earlier my mic was not coming through. Yeah, I dropped it down. There we go. Is that better? Hopefully. Did I want to do that? I'll just raise it up. I'll leave it there, and then if it's too loud, please let me know. There you go. Hey, Nick. Oh, I thought you meant there's only so much of me that you can take. Oh, welcome. All right, I sound fine. That's good. I'm glad to hear it's coming through okay. I know sometimes because we have DSL, unfortunately that's all we can get here. And it does weird things to the sound. It'll sound good through my headphones, but then sometimes when I listen to the playback, it sounds like, you know what this is. It sounds like I'm going through a phaser, like a phaser pedal or something, or it just goes, I'll start talking, I hear it, some weird kind of sound. So how's it going tonight, Nick? How you doing? Hopefully we didn't lose Nick. And there's another thing too. Oh, there we go. We're back up to 3. Sometimes it says 1. Sometimes it says, hello, Cameroon. You are awake. You're tricking everybody. I'm going to bed. No, now you're wide awake. Unless you were only asleep for an hour or so. All righty. Let's throw this down there. It's weird. It has something to do with my connection because when I play guitar, I'll run it through my mixing board and it's a USB. It's a Yamaha MG10X. It's a 10-channel USB mixer. It goes through and then it comes back and then it like does weird stuff. So, anyways, you guys came over for the party, so let's throw that thing in there. So, come on up. We have a catch-22 situation here. Hopefully not. Hopefully it won't be a catch-22 situation. That would be just wrong if it was, I guess. So let's see. Can I add another one? Is that the one I just did? No, that's not it. Let's see here. Did I save it? Yes, I saved it. There we go. Oh, man. There we go. Is this coming through okay? There we go. So how's everybody doing tonight? Tonight on Catch 2022. Oh, man. I don't know why it looks like I got a tiara on or something. It's just the way the green screen's lights bouncing off my head or something. I don't know. Doesn't make any sense. But yes, we are here once again. It is Friday night, and usually we hang out and just talk about whatever. Yep. Catch 22, baby! Oh, there you go. Yeah, we usually talk about whatever. And we were talking earlier, some of you guys who aren't here, Taylor Hawkins had passed away at the age of 50. Act like Chris Hansen. Everybody shows up. Have a seat. Oh man, that guy. That shows too much. I heard that's yeah, I heard that earlier. Yeah, people are speculating what it is. I personally think his heart just gave out on him. He was 50. It's not that old to have a heart attack, so he's been through a lot of stuff. Hello, Adam.
Hello, Hot Frog. How are you doing?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
That's good.
So you like my band?
Oh yeah, I love it. Sorry, I misspoke.
It's all right.
Yeah,
it's all right. Sorry to hear you got scammed. I mean, we've been.
Oh yeah, that's okay.
We've been scammed. I've been scammed by people on Facebook. I thought I got a drum set one time.
Yeah.
And I don't see it here. I had a part of it here last week, but I ordered these electronic drums because I play guitar and I go, wow, I'm going to get myself. Where'd you go, Paulina? All right. Yeah, we'll let you up. We'll let you up, Cameron. We'll see how things are going.
Yeah, hopefully things with that doesn't get too risky, right? You know what I mean? Risque.
My channel's like so PG. It's not even funny.
Well, because what I'm referring to is that one night when that guy had no shirt on and Cameron was on.
Oh, that. Yeah, there's a difference between a guy having a shirt on and it is what it is. All right, everybody's here. There we go.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Cameron needs her streaming fix.
Right.
So
that's understood.
Oh, yay!
So excited.
Catch 22, baby.
Catch 2022.
Or as Adams or as Ron says, it's Friday night, baby.
Yeah,
it's Catch 22, baby.
Sorry, Adam, but that's gonna be the catchphrase. I changed my stream name to Catch 22.
I don't care as long as it's accurate and true.
I said, you know what I put my title for my stream? Catch 22, 2022. A druggie tried to scam.
No.
It was a joke. It was a joke.
It's not true.
Hello, Anthony.
Hello, Anthony.
Hey, long time no see.
Yo,
yeah, really?
I feel like it's kind of like a.
I told everybody to come to your stream after I ended my stream. I was like, everybody go to Hot Frog.
I get to finally talk to the Misfits on not the Misfits.
Yeah.
There you go.
Missed you guys.
Yeah, it's good seeing you.
How many times are you gonna flash that up, AGK, when I'm not saying it?
I see it on the screen right above me, right here.
We're trying to do a virtual.
God, I have a zit on the back of my neck. I don't even know how that fucking happens.
Yeah. Goes away.
What happened to Tom and Yachty?
I don't know.
I haven't seen him. I know Dusty was somewhere else tonight, so.
Yeah, Dusty was on Patrick's stream.
Oh, that's right.
Was wild.
Yeah,
that's where all this started. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So.
Robert Fritten was on there. Dusty,
yeah, and I was commenting.
Randy was on there.
Yeah.
You met Randy before, Adam, haven't you?
No.
Dead Wax?
Dead Wax?
No, I've never met him. No.
Okay.
Never? Wow.
No.
Wow.
Well, I never met the other guy, Robert, or anyone else except.
I've met Robert once, I think.
The only two guys I met on there was AGK. No, Kyle Gass and Dusty.
You mean Bobby Gass?
Bobby Gass.
Yeah.
Change back. Okay. All right. All right, I'll fix
Not
it.
Kyle. Yes, Bobby. That's right.
Bobby. Yeah, Bobby. Okay.
All right. Get rid of the background here.
Oh,
all right, there we go.
I'm sorry. I'm just eating here. Sorry.
Hello, Boris.
Can you get a concussion from headbanging?
You can.
Oh.
Yes, you can.
And the person to tell us about that would be my friend Boris down here. Hello, Boris.
What's going on?
Not much. These are some people that collect records and talk music, and this is a lot of good people to get to know here. I'm sure you appreciate
it's
music.
freaking me out because I was just I was just watching you on my iPad, and it was like you were by yourself. I come back into this room, and it's like here's all these people.
It's like magic.
Yeah, we gotta bless this stream.
It's called a raid. We raided. We rated HubSpot his stream. You know,
There we go. We gotta bless the
I don't
stream
have
with.
fucking partridge. Damn it.
It's
Damn
all right. Neither do I. It's all good.
We
It's all
gotta
good.
bless the stream with the
I
fun.
got
Yeah.
Jesus Simmons.
There
Yeah.
you go.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's pretty much it. We just come in here and talk about music and different things. So it's good seeing you. It's
Yeah.
been a while since you've been around.
Yeah, I've been busy. You know, you got to do that ham and egging thing.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. You started that new job about 4 months ago, 6 months ago.
Something like that.
Yeah, it's been a while. So it's good to see you.
Yeah, it's good to see you. I tried to get on last week. I think I missed you. I just barely missed you or something.
I think so. Yeah, I think we shut it down a little on the earlier side.
Yeah, I was lurking.
Yeah.
So
It's always good to lurk. So we have AGK who does music. He's into music and he does gaming. The picture directly above you, that's Lisa. She collects records and stuff. Adam, who
I
collects
collect
records.
a little bit of everything.
Yeah, me too.
Paulina on the upper corner over there, who stole my background. Give it back. She does music. She's a multi-instrumentalist and sings and does all kinds of stuff. And Cameron, below her, plays the ukulele.
Mhm.
So everybody here is just music. Hello, Miss
Wow.
you.
Everyone got this really cool introduction. I play ukulele.
I just play radio.
I played a piano.
Oh, you play piano. I forgot about that. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I played a lot of classical music back in the day.
Yeah, Paulina plays like everything. So
We have a
AGK
band.
plays guitar too. Everybody here plays something.
Yeah,
I
we
think.
have.
Not me, unfortunately.
I
All
also,
right, Adam carries the gear.
I'm working on it.
No, I think all hardcore record collectors and whatnot end up at some point in their life playing an instrument.
Mm.
yeah,
Yeah.
I started when I was 11.
You get so influenced by the music you're listening to, you just got to pick up some sort of instrument and learn it.
Yep. I started when I was really young. That's
Yeah, I started when I was like 13 or so.
Well, that's what
Yeah.
they say, right? AGK, you got to start when you're young, right?
Yeah, I started when I was 11.
Like I
you
remember
don't-
my parents sending me to guitar school when I was a little kid, but that was like when I was like 7 or 8, and
Yeah.
then I didn't touch it. And then when I got into music, I just self-taught myself at that point. I mean, I probably remembered the basics from when I took a guitar class, but I just learned it.
Yeah.
You know,
But
I just-
AGK, do you see what I'm asking? Like, you don't have to start when you're young, right? I mean, I can still start, right? It's not
Yeah.
too
You
late.
can start anytime.
You
Okay.
could play. You could play anytime. I took guitar lessons when I was in my 20s because of
Hmm.
Paul McCartney.
I learned.
Oh,
I
wow.
learned the basics of guitar. You know, like how to do your chords and whatnot. And then I just used to jam to all my favorite albums.
What?
You know, I just
Yeah.
put an album on and I just jammed to it, and that's
Yeah,
how
I know. Actually, I self-taught myself how to play the guitar. I got bored one day and I figured, why not learn it?
Once you know the once
I
you
wanted
know
to be
the
like
neck
my
of the
favorite
guitar,
ginger.
once you know where to put your fingers and the neck and the chords and whatnot, you're good. You're good to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when did you start playing guitar, Boris? I forget.
I don't play.
Huh.
Well, you have guitars. I mean, you play a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got guitars and pedals and amps and all that stuff.
It's just hard to find the time sometimes.
Yeah, every time that I've sat down and started messing with it, something's happened. It's distracted me off of it. So,
Mhm.
but I play the radio.
There you go. That's always good.
I was listening to some Stones the other day, and I mean, I'm not like a huge Stones fan or anything. I mean, I really like them, but I've come to the conclusion that there are no two guitarists on this earth that you can put together that's going to beat Ronnie Wood and Keith Richards. There's just something magical about those two.
Mm-hmm. It's a very good combination. They play very, very well off each other.
Yes.
I can think of quite a few bands that have dual guitarists
Mhm.
that feed off of each other for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, but they just have that. I think is what he's saying is just they just have that signature sound. It's like as soon as you hear a Rolling Stone song, it's like
I think
Yeah.
it's those guys.
Yeah,
And then other
Prince
people
said-
come in to try to imitate it, and they just can't.
Well, it's like
Yeah.
even the way they play sloppy. You can try to imitate the sloppiness, but you're never going to duplicate it.
Yeah, I try to play sloppy as I can, so it's.
Yeah.
One thing about when grunge came out, it just made me instantly a better guitar player.
Yeah. That will do it for you.
That's Boris on the bottom there, miss you. And Cameron, what'd you do to your head to give yourself a concussion?
What I do to my head?
Yeah.
You said you're convinced you have a micro concussion.
Okay, so I was fanboying hella hard and I was like shaking around, spazzing out, going crazy. And then after that, I just like felt awful. So then I laid down for a bit. And now I'm back and now I just feel like shit.
Drink some water. Maybe you're dehydrated.
What were you fanboying to?
Michael Pilmer?
Yes, his band, Rabid Salesman.
Oh, I thought it would be
Okay.
something like Iron Maiden or
It's so
Motorhead.
good.
Yeah, something that you can actually headbang to.
Yeah, something you can headbang to. Black Sabbath.
No.
Iron Maiden's not really headbanging. Motorhead is headbanging.
But, well,
Motorhead.
you know, Cameron, we're gonna have to teach you some metal.
No.
She's like, no,
I like
no,
my
you're
punk
scaring me.
shit.
I'm injecting that metal into you.
You listen to Motorhead. They're a good crossover band between like metal and punk, and
I mean,
Yeah,
I don't hate
that's
metal,
really
it's
yeah,
just
what they
that,
are.
you know,
yeah.
it's real music. Fuck off.
Hello, Captain.
Captain! My
Cap!
captain.
Oh.
Captain.
Hey guys, sorry I didn't do a stream tonight. I fell asleep. I just
Yeah.
Missed you.
No, that's totally understandable,
happens.
Captain.
It happens. It's one of those catch 2022 situations.
Yeah,
you
that's
know?
right. Oh, shoot. Captain doesn't know what this means, though.
Hey Anthony.
Captain, I'm sorry you don't know the origin to this story, but
You can share the story. We're here for hours, so
how many? How much time we got?
share your story for Captain. And Boris hadn't heard it
God.
either. So this
I
is
don't
it.
want to be ripped apart again.
No.
You got more people to give
Yeah,
you
you-
advice on how
You
you
should
should
have
have
sold. Yeah, you know what, Adam? You should have sold it to Cap because he was looking for one.
Oh,
You could have sold it
no.
to Cap.
Right, guys, right.
All right,
No, but
explain
the
the story,
thing
Adam.
about Cap,
You
no,
wouldn't
the
have
thing
got
about
ripped
Cap is
off.
he wouldn't pay automatically. Cap would pay
You
you in
wouldn't have got ripped
installments.
off.
All right, let Adam share the story. Take us from the beginning. Pretend like none of us have
Let
heard
me
the
guess,
story.
Adam got screwed out of his
Sorry.
PlayStation 5.
How'd you know?
He's psychic.
He
No,
saw
I just put two and
my
two
stream.
together.
He saw
As
my
soon as
stream.
Anthony said you should have sold it to Cap, he was looking for one.
Oh, okay.
You know,
Well, no more need to tell anything then.
He sold
Well,
it
what
to Cap.
happened? I don't even know.
What
What
happened?
Yeah, you gotta, you know.
You
Go,
gotta-
Adam. Tell him about the burner phone.
No, there wasn't. It wasn't. I mean, it's not a technical. It's not a real burner phone in the literal sense of an.
What sort of
actual fake
situation
phone.
was
It's
it? What sort of situation was it, Adam?
Somebody. Okay.
What
Take us to the
sort of
beginning.
situation?
Take us to
What
the
do you
beginning.
mean? Oh, yeah, a catch 2022 situation. Oh God.
Yes. Adam, let me guess. You sold it to somebody on the Facebook marketplace, mailed it out, and they never sent you the money.
No,
Sort
he
of.
sold it to a friend of a friend.
Let
right?
him finish. At least
Let Adam tell, let the boy tell the story.
Let the
Yeah.
boy talk.
Where do I start?
Starts
Beginning
at the very beginning.
At the beginning.
It's a very good place.
Okay,
to
so
start. Oh, sorry.
let's see. I had breakfast and then I
I was born.
Okay, when was it even? It was a few days. No, yeah, I bought the PS5 a week ago, and then this week I was like 3 nights ago. I messaged a friend that's actually not a friend, and then he told me about this guy that he knows about that they're looking for a PS5, and then he gave me the guy's number. So then I messaged the guy, and he said, "Oh, okay, I'm happy to do." I forget what he said. He said something about like, I think he said like somewhere under 900. He said he was gonna give it to. He said he was gonna give me in cash, and then, come to find out, he said he said he was in a hurry, and then he ended up coming to my house after I told him my address over the phone, and then he once he was at my house, I don't even know if it was the guy I met, if it was him or not, because there were 2 guys in the car, and only the one guy that I talked to for a very brief time was the guy that that he stole my PS5 from. So because he ripped it out of my hands basically, but the first thing I made sure to do was to say, "Oh, is this what you just needed to look at it for the condition?" And then he said, "Yeah, just for the condition," like he said before on the phone. And then he ripped it out of my hands and drove off. And then my dad called the police, and then I didn't talk to the police right away because actually the guy that told me about that guy said he's told me saying that he didn't want me to snitch about him up to the police. So then I didn't say right away to the police, but then after, because I was worried about the repercussions.
Why
and
would
all
you
that
not
shit.
want to snitch?
What?
Like
This-
the guy
this story
ripped you off
keeps
for
changing.
$928.
No, it's not
Why would you not
changing.
wanna
It's just
snitch?
adding. I'm just adding in new context
Okay.
here.
If someone ripped me off of $928,
I'd be
best
shouting their
believe
name
I'd be
from the
calling that
rooftops.
cop. I'd be
Yeah, I
like, "Where's my
From the
money?"
rooftops.
I almost had my PlayStation 5. A friend of mine's girlfriend was selling his because they broke up.
It
for
wasn't the guy I
$350
knew, right?
bucks. She said she just wanted it out of the fucking house.
It wasn't the guy I knew, right?
I don't.
Yeah,
I don't
like,
think the guy that you
Yeah,
know.
The plot is thickening here. The
sure,
It's all
plot is
coming
thickening.
together now.
sure. The guy shipped it
Those
all the
two
way
guys,
to
those
PA.
two guys left Adam's house and headed to Caps.
Yeah.
And then they went and they took a 10-hour drive to PA.
Yeah.
Sure.
That sucks though.
And Caps currently got a PS5 for sale on eBay for $928.
Adam, it was me. I paid them to steal your
No!
PlayStation 5.
Adam,
You bastard.
Adam, it was me. It
You
was
got it. You got a confession right here. Quick, screen record this. Call the
Adam,
cops.
it was
Right
me.
now.
I needed the money for a tooth.
For who?
A tooth. I
Oh.
sold your PS5 for a
I
tooth.
can't lie. I can't lie anymore. I can't lie anymore. I
What?
can't lie anymore. There it is. There it is. I'm sorry. There, it's working really good too.
I
It's working
sold
really
them
good.
on-
Yeah.
Come and get it.
AGK, that would only be
We
believable.
can't hear you, Paulina.
Yeah,
Nobody
we
can.
got no microphone.
I can barely
Paulina.
hear you, Pauline. I'm sorry.
Paulina, your microphone.
Oh,
There
I'm
you go.
sorry.
There you go.
I needed the money, Adam, because I needed to buy like another record to beat Hanyadi.
Hey, you know, Adam, to be honest, Adam, I really needed that blurry face
I'm
live.
hooked.
So I sold your PS and bought 2 of the blurry face live from
There you go.
Discogs.
I needed
Just
the
so I could
McCartney
do it off
CD.
that. Yeah. Yeah.
I needed a hooker, but she cost me.
Yeah. Fortunately, couldn't afford one.
You mean a $928 PS5 hooker?
Yeah.
No, he got one from I don't know. The
Hookers R Us?
Walmart. He got one from Walmart.
Hookers are us. How's your
Hyper
daughter doing, Anthony?
She's all right. She said I talked to her today. She's pretty much only had all week. She's only had like very slight, not even that much of a cough, and mostly runny nose. That's about it.
That's a good thing.
And she tested on Monday. She tested on Monday, and she had it. She was she was positive, and then she said she called me today and tested, and it said she was negative. So she said, "Okay, I'll test it. Test yourself again in a couple days and see." But she said the only symptoms she's had is a little bit of cough,
Adam,
a little bit of cough, like a dry cough, and runny nose. And she didn't lose any, any sense of smell, taste, or headache, or any of that stuff.
So you think it
But
went
you
away?
see kids, see teenagers, it doesn't hit them as hard, they say. So,
Yeah.
oh, brother.
so we'll see in a couple days how she is. But she's pretty much been the same all week. Just runny nose and a little bit of cough. But today when I talked to her, she said she hadn't coughed all day. So
It's good to hear.
Just
Good to hear.
like congested in the nose.
It's okay,
That's
Adam.
Amazing news, Anthony.
That's
yeah.
good to hear.
And I haven't come down with anything yet. So I think I would have come down if I caught it from her. I would have come down with it by now.
Yeah.
Which means I can go to Alice Cooper tomorrow.
There you go.
That's good.
Have fun.
Enjoy Alice.
And with
I
the
will be
school-
streaming Alice live on my channel at some point during the show tomorrow.
No
Yeah.
way.
Yeah, I'm going to stream the concert for maybe 2 or 3 songs.
Is that legal? That
No,
can't be
what? Who
legal.
cares?
I know, right?
Exactly.
It's not legal. It's not legal. I posted.
Don't
Taylor
anybody,
Hall
Adam.
I streamed from the Genesis concert, so I'll stream from Alice. So I don't care. It doesn't matter. It's the same as streaming music. you
No, I know. I'm teasing you, but I'm giving you a hard time. But I'm saying, so like, are you sponsored by them or something?
Yeah, I'm sponsored by the fact that I bought a ticket and went to the
Yeah.
show.
Yeah.
It gives me my rights.
Yeah.
It's going to be one of those catch 2022 productions.
Yeah, exactly.
Catch 2022.
Oh,
Yeah.
Might be it could actually be more like a 2023, really.
oh
You
yeah.
paid less than 928 for those tickets.
Oh wait, should I tell everybody?
Well, I
I'm gonna
actually
hop
got a
on-
deal. I get a deal on the ticket because a very good friend of mine works for Live Nation.
Mm.
Really nice.
So all my concert tickets I don't buy publicly. I get from him, and I always get them at like next to nothing. Because this guy, I've known this guy since 1976.
Wow.
He was a friend of mine, not from school or anything. He was a friend I met through a friend. He was a couple of years older than me, and he worked for what was back in the day called CPI. I don't know if you guys know who CPI was. CPI was Concert Productions International.
Oh, okay.
They were before Live Nation and all that stuff and all that. And Concert Productions International used to put on all the bands, the Who and Jethro Tull and everybody that was anybody. They would do the shows. So this guy worked for CPI, helping with setup when groups would come to Toronto. He was involved in the stage setup, overnight stage setup. So he hired me a couple of times when I was a teenager. For example, I set up for the Jethro Tull Heavy Horses tour, and I would go in there. I'd get paid cash. I'd go in there at 11 o'clock at night into the arena and basically just grunt work, hauling lumber, hauling cables, hauling metal for all the guys who were building the stage. It was grunt work, but this is like mid 70s, and I was making like $40 an hour cash in my pocket. You go in there, you just work like a dog all night long while they set up the stage. And then that's it. You get paid cash at the end of the night, and you go home. And you would get a ticket to go see the show.
Yeah. It's
So
amazing.
I set up a few shows. I set up Jethro Tull. I set up Triumph. I set up a Santana show. And so we became friends. And it was just like I said, I knew this guy through other people. And we've always kept that friendship through our lifetime. And he went on from Concert Productions International to join Live Nation, and now he's pretty high up in the Live Nation organization because he's been doing concert promotion his whole life. So he's now kind of a bigwig at Live
Who did we
Nation.
lose?
And now I get my ticket.
I don't know.
Cap's back. He
okay.
dropped off.
Yeah. Sorry.
So I'm in row B. I'm in row B tomorrow for Alice Cooper.
Awesome.
That's pretty
Wow.
good. That's real
Yeah,
good.
that's close live at a concert, so that's gonna be cool. So I'm gonna definitely be streaming because he's gonna be right there in front of me. So it should be good camera.
You're gonna have a good time tomorrow.
Maybe Alice will get his sword out and stab me for streaming.
Knock the phone out of your hand.
Put that phone down. Put
You
that
got
I'm gonna get EMI on you.
Yeah, I could get covered in the blood, because when they chop his head off, and they spray the blood.
There you go.
It could be me. I could be coming home covered in blood tomorrow.
We'll see Anthony running on stage yelling, "I'm your biggest fan! I'm your biggest fan! Don't hurt me!"
he's like catch 2022.
Yeah, you're gonna be waving that.
Yeah, it should be fun. I'm looking forward to it. I've seen Alice a lot of times, so
Oh, you good friends with him now?
he puts on an amazing show. He really does.
Yeah, I had a
It's such
chance
a
to
thea-
see Alice
it's such a
Cooper
theatrical show.
when I was in Florida visiting one time and didn't do it. The tickets were only like $25 or something like that.
He puts on a fantastic show.
It was
I know,
at like this rinky-dink place that
I mean,
was in
you know what I mean?
Florida, and I don't know if he was doing the owner a favor or something, but the tickets weren't very much.
Yeah, you should have gone, Kat.
I know.
There's
Yeah,
that
he's a legend. He's a legend, man. He's a legend.
there's always concerts that you say to yourself, "Oh, I should have gone," and then you don't go and you regret it.
Well, the Eagles, like I'm a huge Eagles fan, and I had a chance to go see them. Somebody was going to buy the tickets, and I said I didn't want to see them because it wouldn't have been the same without Glenn Frey. But I should have went.
You should have gone. Yeah.
Yeah, see, with Alice, it's like going to a movie because it's a whole show. You know, he goes through all these acts and does all these things, and he has these monsters, and he has his Frankenstein, and he has his crazy people, and it's like a vaudeville show.
Wow!
It's not just a band singing and rocking. It's a whole act.
Yeah.
It's a whole.
I love the beginning, the story of Alice Cooper's beginnings. It's like, because there's like this thing that came out called Laurel Canyon, not Echo in the Canyon, but Laurel Canyon on Apex. And so Alice Cooper says that they played the Troubadour, and everybody walked out except for one person, and that was Frank Zappa. And he said
Frank Zappa signed him to Straight Records.
And so Frank Zappa says, "Why don't you guys come over to my house at 7 o'clock and audition for me?" So they showed up at his house at 7, but Alice meant 7 at night. They showed up at 7 in the morning to audition. So they started playing, and all of a sudden you see Frank Zappa coming downstairs in robe, and it's like, "This sounds nice, but what are you guys doing here?" They're like, "You said to come to your house at 7. I'm at 7 at night. Do you think I'm lunatic? I listen to 7 music at 7 in the morning." But he ends up signing them anyways.
Yeah.
He was like,
their first two Alice Cooper albums were on Straight Records. They're on Frank Zappa's label.
It's always funny to me that people think like he's a Satan worshiper and all this shit. He's a Christian.
Oh yeah, his father's a preacher. His father was a preacher.
It's true.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and he's very religious. Like if you watch him and his wife in interviews, they're very, very.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
And he's also like a really intelligent guy too. I mean,
he is. He's
people that don't think he is very intelligent, but he's
and his wife and his family, his whole family is kind of like part of the show now. It's like a whole family thing now because
like
Cheryl, his wife is the female on the stage that does plays the naughty nurse and the ballerina that gets killed and all this stuff.
Oh wow!
So his wife plays with him and tours with him, and his daughter was involved for a while. Calico Cooper was involved for a while with his show. It's a family business for him now. It really is.
Like the Partridge Family, right?
No,
not exactly.
No.
And I mean, he's like 72 and still rocking. And
oh wow,
he doesn't look like he plans on slowing down anytime soon.
Yeah.
Do you think he's gonna last as long as Keith Richards?
Nobody's gonna last as long as Keith Richards.
Because Richard died.
When the nukes fly and the last cockroach dies, Keith Richards will be standing there.
It's gonna be.
That's true, Morris.
Richards.
I'm pretty sure scientists have already paid him a lot of money for his body when he actually does die.
Yeah, he's a medical miracle that he's still alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he snorted his father's ashes and nothing happened to him, so he's still alive.
He did what with his ashes?
Huh?
He did what with his father's ashes?
Snorted them.
What?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's illegal.
You hear about that?
Nope. He mixed it with.
Maybe that's what's extended his life. It's one of
that could be.
Yeah, he's been around forever.
Yeah.
Wait, so is that true?
It's like a cockroach.
Yeah, it is.
When we all get nuked from World War III, the only person left alive after all the nukes have dropped will be Keith Richards.
Yeah.
Well, are you sure? I mean, between
the only that will survive are Keith Richards, cockroaches, and Twinkies.
No, I'm pretty sure
the world will be flattened. It'll just be a smoldering mass. And Keith Richard will be sitting on a rock somewhere with nothing but devastation around him, with a cigarette hanging out of him, flunking away on his guitar.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was watching a Graham Parsons biography.
Oh,
and
who's
Keith
that
Rich-
signed by?
Him and Keith Richards were like really good friends. And he's like, I told him he was doing too many drugs. My first thoughts were, if Keith Richards telling you you're doing too many fucking drugs, you need help.
Well, yeah, when Keith Richard tells you you're doing too many drugs,
Then you're doing too many drugs. yeah.
Paulina, who was that guitar signed by?
10,000 Maniacs.
Can I see it?
You mean there's 10,000? There's 10,000 signatures on that?
Yeah.
You seen that before?
No,
It's
I
a
have
rare-
not. What is this?
A rare photo of Keith Richards holding Betty White.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
except
Keith
that
Richards.
Betty White was born in 19.
No, I know. Petty White's old. I know. It's funny. Look. So it's Photoshopped, right?
Yes.
Yes,
He's actually holding somebody's
Yeah,
baby. I'm not sure.
it's like
Right.
Yeah.
He's holding someone's baby, but it's not Betty White.
Right. Of course.
That's not
yeah.
Betty White.
that baby doesn't look too happy. It's probably like,
Yeah.
you know, I can smell the drugs on you, man. Like,
Yeah.
The baby's like, no,
the
no,
baby's
no.
like, the baby's like squinting there. Like, God, get this guy away from me.
No, that baby's squinting like, I can smell the pot on you, man. Get closer.
Yeah.
But you know he's done way more than pot.
Of course, he's done heroin.
Of course. Have you read his book? Adam,
Yeah.
he had a book.
No. I've watched the
Well, I mean,
documentary
he
on
got
Netflix that my dad
busted,
listened to.
right? He got busted
Yeah,
here in Toronto,
that's right.
way back, coming through the airport for a
Yeah.
whole shitload of cocaine. He got busted, and the Rolling Stones had to put a free concert on for us fans here in Toronto as payment for his drug bust.
Well, look at Altamont. You know how those free concerts go for the Rolling Stones.
Well, that's you got to add the context. There wasn't Altamont the concert where the Hells Angels were there trying to protect people, and then they trusted the Hells Angels, and then one of them shot somebody or stabbed somebody.
Wait, what?
No, one of them stabbed somebody.
Yeah.
And it was self-defense. The guy that he stabbed
They claimed
had a gun
so.
and was going to shoot somebody. He was coming towards the stage.
I don't know if I fully trust all
only
that.
in Canada would you get busted for cocaine and have to do community service.
Yeah.
Like only in Canada.
Around here, you get jail and everything.
Yep.
Wow. Yeah. You know,
I don't know. I just saw on the news here that some idiot in New York hacked into ATM machines and stole $58 million, got 8 years in prison. For
Oh, wow.
$58 million, I'd do fucking 8 years in prison, no problem.
Yeah, but you don't get to keep the 58 million. So
He did get to keep the $58
What?
million. They
He
said they
did
couldn't
it.
trace it. They said
Wow.
it was cash and untraceable.
Wow.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
That's a lot of money.
that is
That
a
ain't
lot
That-
of money.
You
again,
can buy
if
a lot of
58
PS5 with that
58
money.
million, if the 58 million is untraceable, then how can they make the charges stick?
I have no fucking clue. Maybe they have other evidence. I don't
You
know.
ain't got
Maybe
the
they have
money.
his
If you
laptop
ain't
where
got
he
the
hacked
money.
into the fucking ATMs. I don't know.
And if they can't trace him, why not keep the motherfucker in there? Don't let him have the money.
I mean, that would be what I would do if I was a judge. You ain't getting out until you give us our $58 million back.
Right.
You know, like, if he's got 58 million stashed away somewhere, he's going to be living the good life in prison because he'll have everybody in that entire prison on his payroll.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Playing for fake. Yeah.
He'll be king of the prison.
Right. You all right, Cameron?
No.
It's like, no.
Oh, I know. But
No.
Are you still? I mean, you're still in pain.
No, I'm not in pain.
Oh, I
I'm
thought you were saying
just
your head.
not feeling great.
Right. I'm sorry.
Cameron, how did you get in Comer's room?
Yeah.
Don't
Not again.
ask. You don't want to know.
yeah.
No,
let's
he
hope
does.
it's
That's
not-
why he
Let's hope it's not through a push or something.
The authorities have been alerted. They're on their way.
Yeah.
I got
I
him
am
through
in
the toilet.
talks with the authorities right now.
Oh, you're in the toilet?
I feel like I'm lagging. My head is just lagging back and forth. I'm lagging.
Well,
So it doesn't hurt though? You said.
Not anymore.
Oh, okay,
I
that's
feel
good.
better,
That's
but
It's
not
probably
better.
from lack of sleep. What time you get up
That
today?
too, yeah.
What time I get up? Like,
What time did you get up on Friday morning? Your time.
I slept in. I woke up at like 12.
12? Okay. And now it is about 5 o'clock there almost?
3:40
3.
a.m.
It's almost 4.
Mm.
I had a bunch of coffee for lunch, and
Oh, that's not good.
I don't know.
Yeah. That's probably reason
probably
for the
it.
headache right there. Coffee at lunchtime, you're probably coming off
no food.
You might be
I
a
don't
little.
know. I don't think it's the coffee because I was fine before I ran around my room, like slamming myself
that's
around
part
into
of
my
it,
bed.
Well,
Yeah, but did you ever consider that the reason you were running around the room slamming yourself
Right, that's what I'm saying. The
was
coffee.
because of the
It
coffee?
wasn't
Yeah.
the coffee.
How do you know?
I don't
Trust
want to
me,
talk
my
about
daughter,
it.
my daughter, she's your age, exact same age as you, and she likes to have these Starbucks things. And every time she has one of these Starbucks super potent coffees, she's bouncing off the walls. I can tell.
Coffee makes me
She's talking
sleepy.
fast,
It's not
she's
the
running
coffee,
around.
damn it.
I'm
weird.
Caffeine will do that
At
to
your
you.
age, coffee is like, I'd have to have like 6 coffees to do what one coffee does to people at your age.
Yeah,
some
no,
people
coffee
have.
doesn't do shit to me. It puts me to sleep. I get the crash without getting the high.
Well,
Well, it didn't put you to sleep, did it?
I don't know why I'm up.
Could maybe 'cause the coffee
I think
was-
it's the adrenaline from fucking fanboying so hard.
That could be.
yeah.
That's never good. So.
It wasn't great. I was like hyperventilating and shit. It was great. It wasn't great, but it was great.
All I know is that coffee does some shit to me. It gives me headaches. So
Gives me the
I don't know
shits.
about you, but it does shit to me. It does
I
shit to
have
most
to have decaf because coffee and
Good boy.
chronic anxiety aren't a good mix.
No, that doesn't sound like a good mix at all.
No, coffee does a number to most people.
Yeah.
Coffee doesn't do a number to you.
Good
You're
boy.
one of the lucky
That's a
ones.
good dog. Good boy.
Or you have ADHD.
Wait,
No,
It could be. That could
want
be.
treat?
no, I have crippling
More treat,
anxiety
okay?
and depression.
Just one
Far
more
worse than
treat.
ADHD.
Treat. Treat.
What?
There you
Doggo.
go. It's train. You should have had the dog with you when the exchange went down.
That's right.
You know, that's why I don't drink it hypervigilance because
Because
No, but
dogs?
that's the best
because of
part.
the instant bathroom thing when I
The
drink too much
instant
coffee.
bathroom is the best part.
Yeah.
Speaking of dogs, I had to help rescue a lost dog today.
Aw.
I was Ubering. I was doing my Ubering today, I was doing Uber Eats today, and I did this delivery, and I'm dropping the food at the front door, and I see this tiny, and I think it was one of you might call a teacup dog. You know, like it was just like this big. It looked like a Yorkie, but it was tiny, and it was obviously not pup because it had a collar and everything. It was full grown, but I think they call them a teacup size thing.
Yeah.
I was running around on the street, and here in Toronto, it was only like 6 degrees today, so it was really cold. And the thing's running around on the street, and I see a lady like 3 doors down, looking all worried. And so before I get my car to leave, I go, "Is this your dog?" And she goes, "No, it's lost dog." So I stop. I have another delivery sitting in the back waiting, and I get out and I try to get the dog to come over to me, and I get it to come right up to me, and I go to grab it and it runs off, and it takes off down the street. So everybody's all worried because this is like super busy. Like it's going to get run over. The thing's obviously lost, doesn't know where it's going. It's running all over the road. So I go after it with my car and I'm following it. And then another guy with a pickup truck pulls up and he gets out. And then another minivan shows up and people get out of that. So we now have 3 people that have got it. We got like 8 people running around on the street trying to catch this little teacup dog. And then finally I managed to grab it. And I gave it to the guy with the pickup because I had to get on with my delivery. So the guy at the pickup said, "Here, I'll take it," and it had a collar on with a phone number, so they took it.
That's good.
They took it, and I spent like 10 minutes chasing this dog around. Well, some poor person's food order was going cold in my car.
Yeah, I can't tell you how many times
the dog was more important. The dog was more important because
I can't
Oh,
tell
boy.
you how many times I've saved Tank's life because he gets out and he's a beagle, so he doesn't really pay attention to where he's going. He just sniffs and just fucking hauls ass. And I grabbed him one time right before a car hit him. I grabbed him another time before he went off of a fucking bank into a river. I grabbed him by his collar, pulled him back.
Yeah, when we finally got this car, it was when I finally got the car, it was, you could tell it was like frozen. It was terrified. It was shaking, and it was, not a happy little dog. So hopefully it's back in its home now.
So you saved the dog's life, huh?
I helped me and
You're so sweet.
other people. Well, you can't just ignore stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Of course not.
Drive off knowing that some dog is going to get run over. If you
Right, but I just mean
You
you gave it the thought, and that's what counts, and I appreciate it.
Well, most people would do that. I would think most people
Well,
who see a dog, roaming around that.
You would think so, yes, but I mean, and you would hope so, but you never know. With people nowadays.
Not everybody has a conscience or.
Right, that's what I'm saying. People nowadays,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, most people would.
Miss U says when you said, so I go after him with my car. If you take that out of context, it sounds like you're trying to kill the pup.
Oh, God.
following.
He's following.
We were trying to block him in. We had my car.
Yeah.
Block him in?
We were trying to
Yeah, she's making fun. She's making it funny. Yeah.
No, I know. I'm just
trying
kidding.
to keep him, trying to box him in, basically. We're trying to box him in.
Block him in.
Oh, Adam.
No, I'm teasing. What do you mean? Oh,
I know.
This reminds me of our conversation we had a couple weeks ago about punctuation.
Oh, did we?
Like stop clubbing baby seals, or I'm hungry. Let's eat grandma. This is I'm hungry. Let's eat grandma. Yeah, that's punctuation is key.
Where's Michael Pilmer when you need him now?
He
asleep
pops in every now and again. He is asleep.
I think
he usually comes about 2:00. He makes an appearance.
Okay. And was that 2 o'clock his time, your time, my time?
My time here. So.
I think Miss U has become my #1 fan on Twitch. She every time I'm streaming a game, Miss U shows up. She even gets on the internet. She gets I was playing Elden Ring, and she got on the internet. She's looking up. This is what you got to do. What?
Well, you got a
looking
fan.
up on the internet how to defeat this guy.
I went to Costco. And bought a bunch of these.
What are they?
Costco.
Yeah.
Squirt.
What?
Squirt.
Oh,
You never
okay.
had squirt?
No,
No.
I don't want to.
Why?
Food. It's grapefruit soda.
Yeah.
Good.
Oh, it's grapefruit. I would love
it's
it.
like a grapefruit 7-Up kind of thing. So
Oh,
if you
yeah.
never had it,
Good.
We don't have Squirt up here.
Why not?
No, I think it's a U.S. thing.
it is.
Canadians, I'm sure, could cut a deal with the U.S.
Yeah.
I hear Canada has some pretty strict rules. You can't get Squirt there. James was saying you can't get Fruity Pebbles up there. There's all kinds of.
No.
We used to have Fruity Pebble. I remember.
Yeah,
Fruity
see?
Pebble.
Why'd you guys get rid
We
of
used to have
them?
fruit. Maybe where James lives, they don't have Fruity Pebble.
Yeah.
Because he lives out in
New Brunswick, he said, yeah.
Brunswick.
Yeah.
Yeah, Anthony's gonna be at the store looking for Fruity Pebbles. Going, you son of a bitch!
I think
Give
here
me
in
my
Toronto
Fruity
you can find
Pebbles.
Fruity Pebbles.
Yeah.
I think in Toronto you can find Fruity Pebbles.
I mean,
And Count Chocula.
You guys probably have knockoff of
Yeah.
Fruity Pebbles in Canada, right?
Even in the
Like
United
version?
States, you can't get Count Chocula unless it's like Halloween.
What?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Wow.
still have Chocula and Berry and Frankenberry. We have both of them still.
Oh,
Well,
wow.
there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
ours
guys
is
said-
specialty.
They just do it at like Halloween as a Halloween thing for kids.
And of course,
Yeah.
Fruit Loops. You got to have Fruit Loops.
Fruit Loops, yeah.
Oh yeah, Fruit Loops. I haven't had Fruit Loops in a long time.
And Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Oh yeah,
Cocoa for
yeah,
There
we
you
got
go.
Cocoa
For
Puffs.
Cocoa Puffs.
There you go.
Also have Cookie Crisp.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
We don't have that one.
Frosted
What's it called? Cookie
Flakes.
Crisp? We don't have that one. Cookie Crisp.
Yeah, you don't?
No, we don't have that one.
We have the
It's like
cosmic
little
brown.
tiny cookies.
Wait, you're.
Cosmic brownies are my shit.
They have Cosmic Brownie cereal now.
Ew.
Yeah,
no.
it's
Yeah,
not-
gross. I would love
I haven't
that.
had
They have Cosmic Brownie ice cream now.
Yeah.
No.
I would love that.
Yeah.
They have cosmic brownie ice cream,
Wow.
Nutty Buddy ice cream,
Ooh.
cinnamon bun ice cream. There's a whole bunch of them
Ooh.
from Little Debbie's that they have now.
Now we're talking. Get those fatty foods in here.
There you go. There you go. It's all good stuff.
Oh
Yeah, I remember my brother. He used to like to eat all those sugary cereals with extra sugar. I mean,
wow.
Oh my
he'd
goodness.
sit in front of the because back
can't
in our time, we didn't have like Cartoon Network and all this stuff.
Oh,
You'd
yeah,
have,
and
you'd have a
Nickelodeon,
couple channels that you'd have your cartoons on, and you have to wait till Saturday morning to watch your cartoons.
Saturday morning.
The morning,
Saturday
that's
morning.
right.
Yep.
AM
And
to
I
my
remember
brother
all
would
noon,
park
they
in
were
front
over.
of the TV
That's
with
right.
a big mixing bowl full of Fruity Pebbles or some kind of cereal.
Oh yeah.
And he'd add like at least a cup or two of sugar. I mean, I'm serious.
Are you?
He'd pick up
What?
the spoon and there'd be sugar. Yeah, when he's
Is
done
this
eating the
person
cereal,
still alive?
like, he's still alive and he's not diabetic. Surprisingly, he should be.
Wow.
But yeah, he
Thank
was.
God he's alive.
Yeah, he was. I used to joke with him about having a bit of cereal with his sugar. So, but yeah.
Wait, you're telling me he put the kind of cereal he had was Cocoa Pebbles, and he put sugar on
He
top of
would
it?
add sugar on top of it.
Oh my goodness.
I do that with
Cinnamon Toast
Cheerios.
Crunch Great.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
like that.
sugar.
Hey, Hot Frog, you ever heard of the Drake and Josh show?
I have, yeah.
There's an episode in there where they literally, they do have a competition to see who is, who can be fit in the most amount of time. You know what I mean? So, but one of them is pours so much sugar and chocolate onto their cereal that's already has, like you say, Cocoa Pebbles and whatnot. So it's kind of like that. And then there's also a scene where one of them jumps into or dives into their chocolate fondue swimming pool.
Yeah, unfortunately, I do have Drake Bell's album, and I don't support the dude anymore.
Can I have them? Can I have your album?
You want to have an album of a guy that's accused of being with younger women under the age of 18?
I want
That's-
Drake
yeah,
Bell's
that's not
album.
cool.
Yeah.
You can
That's
have
not
it.
cool.
That's why
I
I'm
agree.
playing
It's
it.
not cool at all that
Nope,
that he's
that's why I
allegedly
don't
doing
support
that,
him.
but did that. I mean,
Yep, he did that all right. That's why I don't have his album anymore. His album actually, I don't know where. the
well, you
heck it
just
is.
said you have it still. I thought.
Well,
I bought this before it came out back
Right,
in
that's what I mean, yeah.
2005. I
if
bought
that's the
the
case,
album.
then none of us will ever be listening to Led Zeppelin, The Who,
right.
none of
Oh.
those bands anymore.
Yeah, well, Drake Bell is a.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just I personally still like him, but obviously I hate
No,
that.
I
he's
can sell it to
allegedly
you
doing
for.
that.
I can sell it to you for what it's worth, $10.
All right, I'll buy it for that.
All right, let's make a deal. And Lisa, when you go by his house with the record, do not take the money out of his hand and leave. You
Right,
make
thank you.
a legit transaction.
Yeah.
Oh
that's
no,
right.
no! You know, I'll sell it to you.
wing the record,
Yeah.
to your car door.
You know, Adam, I'll sell it to you. I'll sell it to you for the low price of $928.
Oh God, the price of the PS5.
There you go. There you go.
I need to make some money for my tooth. Man.
Oh, that's right.
They sold your baby grand piano. That sucks. Yeah, my grandfather was extremely diabetic and he never took care of himself. So I always have been checking my blood sugar all the time because it skips a generation and whatnot. But I went to stay with him for about 3 weeks. I was about 10 years old, and he called me into his bedroom one day, and he's like, oh, I got something to show you. And he gets out the vial, because back in the day he had syringes and vials rather than the things already dialed in. So he's going through this stuff and to show me, make sure there's no bubble. I'm thinking he's telling me all this stuff in case he gets into a situation and I have to give him an injection. So I'm paying close attention. So he's does this, fills it to where it's supposed to be, and just
Ooh, sorry, that gives me
into his arm, and he's all, "That's what you have to look forward to."
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It was crazy. But then he would sit down and he would eat a regular, I don't know what the size pies are, 9 or 10.
What?
He'd eat
You can
half
do
a
that when you
pie.
have diabetes?
He'd eat, no, you're not supposed to.
Oh,
but
yeah.
he'd eat
Right,
half
that's
a
what it
pie
says.
in a sitting. And he was like my size. I'm only 5'6".
Wow.
And he was close to, he was my height, but he was close to 320, I think.
Oh my God.
Before he died. He had probably about 6 or 8 strokes.
Oh
You'd
man.
hear about, he'd have a stroke, and he
Wow.
could barely walk, barely talk, and he'd drag himself back and forth across his living room. And then you'd see him a couple months later, and he'd look fine, like nothing had happened to him.
Wow.
But the last stroke finally got to him and stuff.
Oh, I'm
But
sorry for your loss, Hop.
it's not. It's that happened. He was kind of a jerk, anyways.
Oh, wow.
Oh, you had me.
That's
You
not
had
No
me
here,
worried.
loss. But I'm just saying that you gotta, just easy on the sugar.
Right,
When,
right.
when you
Not to
started
me,
that
but-
story, you had me worried for a minute there because you were like, "Well, Grandpa called me into the bedroom and he said he wanted to show me something."
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're not going there. Yeah. It's diabetic, yeah. But yeah, it does skip generations and stuff too. So
Yeah.
So, Hop Frog, do you collect records too? I'm sorry, I never was able to ask you, Hop.
I try to. Most of the stuff I collect is stuff that I used to listen to when I was much younger, and some newer stuff, whatever I can find. Whether it's, I try to look for records now if I can find it on a CD and there's no record available, because there's like a big period of time where people were just releasing CDs and no records. I'll buy that. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not like a completist or
Oh, yeah, no.
there's if I find something I like, there's some bands I liked a couple things they did, and then they kind of fell off. I'm like, I don't need to do the complete selection if I'm
Right.
not going to listen to it. So it's like,
You got any Partridge Family?
I do not have any Partridge Family. I was traumatized by the TV show as a child.
I've never seen it.
No, the TV show was on all the time, so we watched it. So I heard all the songs. So
Oh,
it's like,
okay, that makes
Yeah,
sense.
exactly. Yeah, I grew up
right,
with
don't need it. Yeah.
I'm
I
new to
I
it.
had
I've
the
never
hots
even.
for the older Partridge. What was her name? Lori Partridge or whatever.
Yeah, Lori. Yeah.
I had the
It-
hots. For
yeah.
everyone.
Yeah, I think everybody did.
Yeah.
It
What
just
is she
started up again.
What is she referring to? Just started up again.
Are they doing a new Partridge Family? Or maybe she's talking to me just starting up again. I don't know.
Oh,
Well, they tried to do a Partridge Family in 2006. It didn't.
Oh, maybe that's what she's talking about. They just started up
oh,
again.
okay. That makes
No,
sense.
because they did a reboot.
Wait, they
2006.
actually did Lisa of the show?
Yeah, Emma Stone was in it.
Oh, wow. I'll check it out.
Yeah,
I
it
was
didn't last
tortured
very
as a-
long.
I was tortured as a kid by the Partridge Family. My mom used to tell us Danny Bonaducci was a cannibal.
Is he really?
Yeah,
He is?
no, that's what my mom told us.
Hi, it's Danny Bonaducci. I am a cannibal. Thank you for your interest in me, Cap. You want an autograph from me?
Hey, AGK.
Meet me at
AGK.
such and such record store.
Yeah. Yeah, she's collecting records. That's what she's
Let me
talking
go find an older picture of Danny Bonaducci.
All right, you do that, and
Okay.
I'll quick ask AGK my question as fast as I can before anybody interrupts me. AGK, can I ask you a question? Oh, okay. Thank you. So I'm wondering if you have ever played any of those RPGs.
What RPGs?
Well, any really, but also like in general. But also, have you played the South Park RPG style games?
Yeah, I mostly play RPGs actually.
So, oh, really nice. So you play Stick of Truth then?
I played that a long time ago.
Oh, is it good? Is it fun?
If you like South Park, it's amusing.
Oh yeah, I love South Park. You like it too?
Yeah, I don't watch it anymore. And I'm like, it's just been on for so many years. So.
I like it.
But
Oh,
yeah,
that's cool.
I played
Tim
both.
Allen.
Yeah, I played both the South Park RPGs. They
Oh,
were actually
nice.
well
So-
done. They were well done. They were pretty good.
That's
I still
great.
haven't
Yeah, have
finished
you?
the truth.
Can I ask? Hey, AGK, have you also have you ever had a Nintendo 64 before?
I've had a Nintendo NES. I've had a Super Nintendo. I've had an N64.
Oh, okay, good.
I've had a GameCube. I've had a Wii U, a Switch, a 3DS, a DS, a Game Boy Advance, a Game Boy. What was the other one? A Virtual Boy. So
Oh, nice.
I've
Wow.
pretty
You've
much
had them
had
all. Wow.
every freaking Nintendo system
Wow.
ever made.
AGK. I missed some of those. Can you repeat?
No, no, don't do that. But no, I didn't need to know all that. I just was curious because if you happen to play the South Park original game on the Nintendo on the N64, the racing game.
No, I never did play that
Okay.
one.
Yeah, I heard all of them, but
Have a good
Nintendo
night's sleep,
64,
Cam,
I
and
missed
dream
that
about
one, and that was
partridges
what
is
I
the only
asked
way.
my question
Good
about.
night, Tim.
Did I say GameCube? Did I mention?
Yeah, you did. You did.
Okay.
Yeah.
That
I've
was your
had them
third
all.
one, I think. You said.
Hopefully, you didn't pay $928 for it.
Hell no.
Currently, the ones I have hooked up are the NES, the Super NES, the Sega Genesis, the PlayStation 3, 4, 5, the Xbox, the Wii U, the Switch, the PS TV. Those are what I have hooked up right now. I do have a Wii U and a PS2 hooked up a Wii and a PS2 hooked up upstairs on a TV.
Good night, Tim Allen.
Yeah, as I was saying, have a good night and dream about Partridge.
Good night, Tim.
Good night, Tim.
So I
Once
was saying,
again.
have a good night and
Tim.
dream about Partridge.
These people, they'll be back in 5 minutes. They love us so much.
You think they do not? They
That's
love the
old.
Partridge.
They love us. They love us.
Tim loves the Partridge.
That's the older Danny right there.
Yeah, I put.
Oh,
older
Danny Bonaduce?
That's
Yeah.
the older Danny. I looked it up on Google.
As in Danny Bonaduce
Yeah, Daddy
himself?
bought a Gucci. Yes.
Bonaducci.
Oh yeah, Danny Bonaduce.
Is that
Oh,
Michael?
You're
Is that?
Dusty.
I was
Wait,
actually-
no, that's
I was
Dusty. That's
actually
not.
watching.
Or is that?
I was actually watching. Do you remember Diagnosis Murder with Dick Van Dyke?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh
I
yeah.
have yet
So
to
they've
see
been
it. I need to.
replaying the series here on TV on one of these retro stations.
Oh, great.
And I've actually been watching it the last couple of months. 'Cause
Oh,
I haven't
cool.
seen it in years, and I've been watching all the seasons. And just like a couple of weeks ago, they had this episode that had because a lot of episodes of Diagnosis Murder brought in people from various shows. Like there was one episode that had a whole bunch of people from Mission Impossible.
Yeah, there was one
kind of
with
a Mission
Columbo
Impossible.
too, right?
So yeah, so I watched an episode a few weeks ago that the whole episode of Diagnosis Murder had like a whole bunch of people from Partridge Family on it.
Wow. That's
Yeah,
so
Danny
cool.
Bonaduce was on
Wow.
it. Trump Jones was on it, and they were doing this murder mystery thing. And Danny Bonaduce was a DJ in the show.
Oh
He was a
my god,
radio
that's
DJ.
crazy. What's the episode name and number and season? And
Yeah, like I remember that. Like I remember that. I'm sure if you look up
Yeah.
up Danny Bonaduce on the IMDb, you can find what episode it
Right.
is.
Or just Google, or I could just Google Partridge Family Diagnosis and Murder episode, right?
Yeah. You should be able to
Yeah.
find.
Sure.
The hell
Oh,
is that,
Paulina.
Paulina?
What
Yeah,
happened,
they did a lot.
Paulina?
They did a lot of
It's,
throwbacks.
it's Star Trek again, Cameron.
Oh,
No, I'm sorry, it's not. I take it back. It's a Marvel.
It's Marvel. How
yeah, I
do you
know it,
not
I know
know
it.
the
I
difference
know it,
between
I know it's
Marvel
Marvel.
and
It's-
Marvel?
I know it's the
Oh.
it's the God. What's the name? Her favorite Marvel series. The oh god, the name of the I can't remember. It's on the
That
tip
felt
of my
good.
tongue.
I hate when
Something
Thanos
about-
does that.
Vanos? Who's Vanos?
Thanos. Oh my
Thanos.
God. You don't know much about
Good
Marvel.
Lord.
Every time he snaps his fingers,
Of course I know about Marvel. I love Marvel. I just couldn't hear.
The first rule is
She's gone
you're not
again.
about
Oh,
Marvel.
Shield! It was on the top of my tongue. I told you, Shield.
holy crap!
We're gonna have to test you on the easiest question in the world, Adam.
Most people have it on the tip of their tongue. but
Adam, who
Adam has
is
it on-
Thor's adopted brother? Who is Thor's adopted brother?
No, we don't need to do quizzes right now. I'm telling you, when I know,
Because he
Oh,
doesn't
Steve.
know.
No, I
Question in
do.
the
I know
world.
enough Marvel. Okay.
Uh-huh.
You don't know that
Hello,
answer.
Warren.
well, guess what? Thanos does have a brother,
Yeah, you're right.
and his brother is played by Harry Styles in the Eternals.
Oh yeah. Now we're talking.
Oh, I must have been thinking about Loki. I see. I get things mixed up in my head.
Yeah, Thor's adopted brother is Loki.
Oh, adopted. That's what it was. Like, because you said.
Yeah, you ever seen the first Thor where he's like-
Paulina. You said his brother was played by Harry Styles. But not
No,
Loki.
Thanos'
Then that's what I'm
brother
saying. I
is
got
Harry
mixed up in my
Styles.
head then.
Thor.
Yeah, Harry Styles is in Marvel.
What? I'm sorry.
Harry Styles is in Marvel. At the end of
No,
the
I was
new
trying to hear.
Marvel.
What were you saying, Paulina?
Thor's adopted brother is Loki.
And but the one who was played by Harry Styles. Which one was that again?
He played Eros, the
Oh, okay.
brother of Thanos.
Yeah.
Oh my god, you should have been there. You should have been there at the theater when he appeared. Everybody lost their shit because there was like,
Oh, I
my
bet.
God, Harry Styles is gonna be in the MCU.
So can I ask you, Paulina, have you seen all of the Marvel everything that they've done for the TV and movies?
Right now I'm currently watching Daredevil because I've been wanting to watch that for a longest time, and that's a really
It's a good show.
because Charlie Cox is amazing as Matt Murdock.
It's a good joke.
I mean,
Vincent
he's easy on the eyes. I'll give you
And,
that. He's easy on the eyes.
And Vincent D'Orfino is amazing as Wilson Fisk, which we already seen him play Kingpin and the same character in Hawkeye. So Daredevil takes place before anything happened, So Daredevil's an amazing show. I already seen Jessica Jones, another amazing show because I love Kristen Ritter. She's amazing. And then after I'm done finished watching Daredevil, I move to Luke Cage, and then
and then the Defenders too, right? You'll watch.
Yeah, I already saw Defenders, and I loved it too.
Oh, that's great. So I ask you again: have you seen everything Marvel then up until?
Pretty much.
Oh, okay.
Even though I have yet to finish Cloak and Dagger as well, I need to continue on that.
Oh yeah.
For the most part, I've seen every single movie and every.
Have you even seen the other stuff that's non-canon, such as like the Howard the Duck?
I remember that movie back from the 80s.
So you have seen it, huh?
Movie. Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
I have to say it was a good, funny movie.
Right.
Even though it's sort of dated now.
I'd watch it again. I mean, I've never actually seen it, but.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should stop talking about TV.
Why?
Charlie's like 4 a.m. and talking about TV. Oh, I'm sorry, Charlie. Let's talk about more TV. Oh, look at Loki. No, that's not Loki. Sherlock.
It's Harry Styles, right?
No, that's Sherlock. You ever watch the BBC version of Sherlock?
I love British.
Benedict Cumberbatch. And,
yes, I know who it is. I love British
Martin
probably
Freeman.
even more than the Marvels, actually, to be honest.
Sherlock is my favorite show of all time.
Lisa, because Benedict Cumberbatch and Martin Freeman will.
Doctor Strange.
Yes, I know he's Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange.
Yeah,
and Martin Freeman.
Doctor Strange.
And Martin Freeman plays Everett Ross in Civil War and Black Panther.
Yep.
So
and he also plays Tim in The Office.
Yeah. And now,
which is, by the way, it's a corny show, but
it's not. It's a good show.
Don't talk shit about The Office.
That's right.
It is.
And that's
corny.
That's why everybody was so amazed when they saw Benedict Cumberbatch and Robert Downey Jr. together in Infinity War, because everybody's, oh my god, both Sherlock Holmes together in one.
Oh
scene.
wow! Oh my god! Yes.
Amazing.
Yes, sir. Yes,
because
ma'am.
Robert Downey
Yes.
Jr. also played
Love
Sherlock
it.
Holmes. So.
Oh yeah, the Sherlock Holmes multiverse.
I'm not gonna block you, Charlie. I'm not gonna block. Why did I block you, Charlie? I was kidding with you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think that is Alice in Chains. Forrest muted his mic.
I'm not gonna block you, Charlie.
I can
Wait,
hear you.
but
What's up?
Lisa,
Is that Alice in Chains on your wall there?
Yeah.
The big picture frame.
I
That's
think he misunderstood or took you seriously, Lisa, because he also put the middle finger in his comment. I don't know.
Oh, he always does that. Charlie always does that to me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Some people do it as a term of endearment. So.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah,
what he's
Charlie.
doing? Oh, okay. I'm
loves
sorry. I
me.
misunderstand. You're misunderstanding. Sorry.
No, Charlie loves me so much. He
Oh,
sticks
that's
his little
good.
finger at me.
I do that to myself all the time. Paulina,
You do?
I love you.
What?
Kidding.
I made this big for a second. See, there you go. Alice in Chains.
Well, there's Boris.
There you go.
Wait,
There
which
you
one's Boris again?
Boris is a friend of mine. He's been around for a while.
And you got Lane over there.
Oh, Alice in Chains, great band.
You
Yeah.
said Wayne is over there too?
Lane Staley, the
No,
lead
which one
singer.
is he? Which one on the wall is he?
The guy in the middle.
The guy in the
Oh,
middle.
it's
with
When
the
you
Boris.
say the middle, is he the one on the upper right? The
No, right?
horn, the upper right horn?
He's the one with the
To the
long
left.
blonde hair. Yeah.
Yeah.
The long.
Well,
I don't
you know,
see any. I'm
you
sorry.
know what, Adam?
I'm sorry. I don't see
I'm
any.
gonna have to send you a link to
There.
Unplugged by
That
Alice.
guy.
Right there.
That guy,
Okay,
the
that's
singer. So, how many times have you seen him?
Once.
Once.
After Lane died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You said the new singer was really good though. So
Yeah. Yeah, all their stuff
Sorry, I don't
after
see any
Lane's
hair on these
phenomenal.
horns, guys. What?
I'm gonna have to
Hello?
get you to Alice in Chains, Adam. I'm gonna have to send you some like good '90s music. Oh, he left.
Oh no.
Oh.
He was like, I'm not gonna listen to Alice. I was gonna send him Alice in Chains Unplugged from MTV. That's a good performance.
It's a good performance. It's really good.
Yeah.
Gotta love
I was-
YouTube.
Oh yeah.
There's so much great live stuff out there.
Yeah.
See, I was always a Nirvana person myself. I always liked them better than like Alice in Chains or Pearl Jam or anything like that.
I was a Pearl Jam, Rage Against the Machine, Smashing Pumpkins kind of person.
Wait a minute, Reno Cakes. Jeffrey Jones is a pedophile?
What?
I didn't
Who's
know.
Jeffrey Jones?
I think
Oh,
I heard
shit.
a rumor towards that like a while back.
Jeffrey
But
Jones
then again-
pays to Rooney and Ferris Bueller.
Yeah.
He
I mean,
also
Uncle
played
Ferris
the dad
Bueller's
in Beetlejuice.
Really?
Yeah,
You mean to tell me he's the guy in Ferris Bueller's Day Off?
yeah, the principal.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, it's a classic movie, regardless.
And
But
see, I don't believe any of that crap until there's some kind of proof.
Yeah,
Because that's
I
a
mean,
huge
check
accusation.
Wikipedia.
because they be throwing that stuff around, saying that people are doing this and that, and without substantial proof. It's
Right.
just all hearsay.
I mean, I'm not saying like everybody, is
No,
is a
of
liar
course.
about that shit.
Well,
but
not everybody is
Okay.
lying.
This is what it says. In 2002, Jeffrey Jones was arrested for possession of child pornography and
Oh,
accused by a 17-year-old boy in solicitation to pose for nude photographs. He pleaded no
Well, there's your
contest to a
proof.
charge of soliciting a minor, as the accuser was 14 when the offense first occurred.
no,
At the
not
same time, the
Yeah.
misdemeanor charge of possession of child pornography was dropped. His attorney emphasized that there was no allegations of improper physical contact. His punishment was 5 years probation counseling and required to register as a sex offender. As of 2021, Jones was listed on the U.S. Department of Justice National Sex Offender Database. Fuck. Jones was arrested twice for failing to update his sex offender status. First in Florida in 2004, and then 6 years later in California. In 2006, Jones' record became the subject of community complaint during the production of Who's Your Caddy in Aiken, South Carolina. Upon learning of his involvement, locals insisted that the public should have been alerted, considering that families were being invited to visit set. Surrounding the release of Deadwood, the movie, Jones' crimes was noted by the media. Wow.
yeah. Now I believe that he is creepy.
Yeah.
Adam, I'm not selling my Drake Bell, Adam. I don't want to give my address to you. I was kidding about selling the Drake Bell. There's certain people in the VC that are not going to have my address. And you're one of them. We're just putting that out there. Because I don't want random stuff showing up at my doorstep. Like Mason might send me like something from his freezer. No, thank you.
It's bad enough that Dolan has her address.
Well, yeah, Dolan, because I bought him a birthday gift one year, and he does have it. I bought him a Queen CD and a birthday card. So yeah,
That'll
Dolan.
teach you to put a return address on your package and mail it out.
Yeah, next time. Well, you know what? It's okay. Dolan's not going to send me anything.
Yeah. Everything that I've ever sent out, I always put Cap's address on there.
Yeah, I should do that from now on. And just I should do that. Good idea.
Yeah. Just put Cap's address on there, you'll be fine.
Yeah, next time I send things, I'll just put someone else's address.
Yeah, I always do stuff like that. I always play jokes on people and stuff. It's just kind of my nature.
I know.
Stuff. I was chatting with a friend of mine on Facebook Messenger and stuff, and they were like really kind of paranoid about everything. And I said, "Hey, dude, look out your window right now." Why? I said, "I'm outside." No, you're not. No, you're not. I wasn't there, but I was just messing with them. So then they went and looked, and they go, "Hey, you're not out there." It's just some I was just doing to be dumb. So, anyways,
Yeah, I'm not selling. I'm not going to sell you a CD from Drake Bell. That guy has got a lot of issues, and I don't want you to have it.
yeah,
I'm going to burn the CD eventually.
yeah.
Nice.
Well, then you better start burning your Led Zeppelin records too.
I don't know. Yeah, probably, but oh well.
They were with all kinds of underage groupies. All
Yeah.
those rock bands.
I
were.
might as well just burn all my fucking records, Cap.
Oh, you know what?
wanna help? You know what? Why don't
Yeah,
we start
we'll
with
come
yours
pick them up
first?
and we'll help you. Yeah.
Why don't we start with your records first, Cap? Because I don't have a problem. Might as well just
Got a little
burn
bit-
every
yeah.
single album I have, because half of these classic rock guys got with half of the young women of the day. So gonna probably have to burn my Aerosmith. Gonna burn my
You better burn Aerosmith.
burn
first.
my Eagles record.
That's
because,
true.
You know, that guy did some pretty shady stuff. Who else do we need to burn? Oh, maybe even the Beatles.
You better get crosses out for Motley Crue.
The
Oh
Beatles
yeah,
have
I got
been
Motley Crue.
responsible
I
guys.
think we're gonna have to burn that.
They never been out with underage girls.
Okay,
I
who
can
else?
contest
Wait,
that.
let me look. Okay, not
But hey,
all.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, the Beach Boys, Dennis Wilson.
Oh well, yeah.
Lord knows
Then I
that
gotta
guy.
burn. I gotta burn Dennis Wilson's solo album. Damn it. Oh my god. Okay, gotta burn the Beach Boys.
You got to burn everything, including all
Bruce
religious music.
Springsteen. Bruce, no, I don't need to burn Bruce Springsteen. Oh, the Rolling
That is-
Stones.
you may
Mick
never know.
Jagger.
There you
You may
go.
never know those,
Everything.
those Christian artists, you know.
Let me say.
It's gonna be
See, I
quite
wouldn't-
the bonfire there.
I wouldn't burn Beatles albums because they did anything with underage women. I would burn the Beatles albums because it's shitty
Oh
music.
shit.
Thank you.
Oh, that means I gotta burn Michael Jackson's Thriller. Oh. Okay.
The only records that you keep, Lisa, are Beatles, the Monkees, and Billy Joel.
And Christian records.
No, you
Christian
can burn
records.
the records too. They're
No, Christian records. I don't think this guy. This is a Christian record. I keep those. Those are totally fine. I know. I'm not gonna burn any of my records, Cap. I don't know what I'm gonna do with Drake though. I'm just kind of like whatever with him.
It'll make a nice coaster.
It
Put it in a
is. It's going to make a nice coaster.
There you go.
I paid like $6.
You never have too many coasters.
That's true. That is true. Nick, somebody has Alice in Chains picture on their wall. Oh, Nick was asking why there's a question. Okay. Yep. So
It's good artwork.
it is. That is really, it's really nice.
No, Adam. I didn't say you were creepy. I just don't want to give my address to everybody in the vinyl community.
Yeah.
I got the same style print of Chris Cornell.
You're a
in
good
the living
person,
room.
Adam. I
Oh,
just
cool.
I don't want everybody in the vinyl community to have it. That's all. I only give it to people that I know it's not gonna spread my.
So he said talk panel. Too chatty.
What do you want us to do? Hand interpretation?
You're right.
Let me interpretate my thing about the Beatles.
Okay.
Interpretive dancing.
I have a. I don't think I've ever shown this on stream before. I have a Santana print on my wall.
Can't do it.
That was a
I just
lithograph.
came up with a
bought.
good idea right there. Dance interpretation of music and vinyl.
Don't know if I can get this in here.
Welcome to Hop Frog's miming hour. No talking for the
That-
next hour. Just all miming.
Oh man. All right. I'll make it big. There we go. Santana. Pretty nice.
Yeah, that's a lithograph I got at a concert that I had framed.
Santana
Oh, yeah,
makes
that's
sexy
cool.
music.
It's pretty cool. That's
It's
way
a nice
cool.
print.
Most definitely.
We still miming?
I actually have two Santana prints. The other one's from a concert. The other one's here.
Gotta turn off the background so I can mime with you guys.
Here's the other one.
All right.
Wait.
There you go. Yeah, oh boy. Oh, more painting. All right, let's go over here.
I'm just being a smartass at this point.
That's funny. It's all right.
That's a really nice print.
That's a nice print. Molson Amphitheater.
Yeah, that was the show.
Very cool.
That's our outdoor venue here, which is now called the Budweiser Stage. All our concert theaters, I swear to God, here they all get their name changed every couple of years. I swear.
New ownership. Yeah.
Yeah, new ownership. We had the Sky Dome, of course. Famous
wanna
for
say
the
thank
result,
you,
the
Miss
Sky
Q.
Dome is now the
Miss-
Rogers Center.
Thank you, Miss Q, for having my
Air
back.
Canada Center is now the
Understand where I'm
Scotiabank
coming from.
Arena.
Yeah. Lisa, did you hear the accusations from that crazy bitch against Drake Bell? She says that he sexually assaulted her, but did it digitally.
How do you digitally sexually assault
I don't
someone?
know. It says that he digitally penetrated me in the back.
Oh, with the digits. Where there's digits. Where there's digits.
Ugh.
Oh.
Oh.
Cap.
Yeah, that's called digits.
Cap.
That's called digits.
I didn't realize. I wasn't thinking that way. I was thinking like digitally, like
Cap.
over the phone or
Cap.
something.
We got Cap.
Sorry,
We got
Karen.
a C-H-I.
No, I just can't believe this shit.
Cap. We got
I-
a C-H-I-L-D.
That's technically what it's called. I'm gonna be real. It's called digits.
No, I just can't believe that you thought digitally penetrate.
Oh, it's you're gonna learn a lot more than you do.
And
Cameron, in this day and age, I've learned that anything is possible with people that don't say anything.
Knowing you,
No,
Cap,
but
knowing you the way you are, 'cause I'm
Cap
not gonna
thought
say
he
anything
was a
because
computer
we
was
have
involved
we have a
somewhere. Yeah.
16-year-old here, so I'm not gonna get too detailed about it. But
Oh, brother.
knowing the way
Alrighty.
Cap is, I would have thought he knew what digits were.
Anyways, has anybody seen the Alice in Chains poster here? That's pretty nice.
Yeah, that's a really great poster.
We need the
Yeah.
Partridge
that's a
Family.
really great
Hey,
Anyway,
hey,
Jesus
put that back
Simmons.
again, Cap.
Jesus
Hey,
Simmons.
Anyways, Hop,
Hop
I
Frog,
don't
put
think
that
you're gonna
screen
save
back.
this. I don't think you're gonna save this screen tonight.
Hop
This
Frog,
screen
put
is-
that.
Yeah.
Hop Frog, can you put that screen back for a second? Is that a bat hanging in the corner?
Uh,
I have that exact same bat Halloween decoration. That exact same rubber freaking bat. I have it. How did it get over to Boris's house? He
It's a good
stole my
question.
bat. How did you get my bat? I hang that thing up every year on Halloween.
He's had it hanging up here for a while, so
That is really.
I guess it
bizarre.
like goes to his house for winter time. You know,
That's
when they
really
migrate, the bats migrate down to his house, and then yeah,
I
he's
just
in
noticed that.
Detroit, so it's not a far flight for the bat. Yeah, exactly. Don't need to discuss it any further. Yep, exactly.
Exactly. I'm not going there. I'm not going there.
yeah,
But
please.
the
I'm gonna be
you.
laughing at that in my sleep.
Yeah, you're learning a little more than we wanted to. teach you.
Learning?
on there with the stream again.
I don't like the way you underestimate me.
No, we're
Well,
trying.
wait.
I
I will
am
leave
trying
again.
to think this from a mom perspective. You don't want my kids knowing this.
Well, it's
Yeah,
not
yeah,
learning.
wait.
Don't call it learning.
Let's
You wanna
end
teach
it.
them
Let's
shit.
just can it, guys. Can it.
We understand that people under 18 are exposed to a lot of things, and we understand
Of
that you
course.
are mature for your actual physical age. You know, we understand that, but we try not to give the
Yeah.
idea that all adults just sit around and talk about stuff that
No, I know
we
that.
talk about.
I know that.
So
Cap had to bring up something.
I get so offended when you say teaching. What?
Okay, not teach. I'm trying to prevent something crazy from happening. I need some medicine, man.
Nice. Dinosaur Jr. All right. Dinosaur Jr. has a documentary called Freak Scene coming out June 3rd.
I think I ever listened to Dinosaur Jr.
They're kind of a alternative band. Some people try to lump them into grunge because they came out at the same time, but they're not really grunge. They're just
I don't think I've ever heard it.
Alternative, yeah.
Oh, okay. And on that note, I should probably be in the peanut gallery.
You don't say goodbye?
She just said what? She like vanished. She's like,
yeah, that motherfucker kept commenting on my videos, and after a while I was like, stop fucking commenting on my fucking shit.
yeah, sometimes people just get kind of carried away, so
I don't
they don't need
want
to do
him
that.
looking at my shit. Nasty.
What? Nobody's retracted anything. Nobody.
I am so confused.
I'm confused too. Nobody was retracting anything and making anything about you, Adam. So that's it. So Lisa says she
why is Lisa in the gallery?
I don't know. I'm not sure why.
Okay.
But how's everybody else doing tonight? We got 26 people here tonight. Yay!
I'm feeling better.
The Foo Fighters drummer just died.
Well, he died like 6 hours ago.
I didn't know that. I just read it.
Yeah, it's all right. Yeah, he passed away. His 50. It's no news that he did have past history of drug abuse, but apparently one of the things I heard was that he'd called the paramedics. And
he called the paramedics, said he had chest pains, and when they got there,
so that leads me to believe that he did not overdose because he needed to be alert enough to be able to use the phone, call the paramedics and stuff. So his heart probably just gave out from just years of abuse, drugs and otherwise. It's unfortunate. 50 is very young, but
my cousin. Also, you got to remember he was touring. They were touring, so that's hard life. When you're touring, that's a physically challenging job. Hopping city to city every freaking day and nonstop. That's really, really tough on the body.
Yeah, and my cousins just saw them 2 weeks ago in Arizona.
Not easy.
My cousins just saw them 2 weeks ago in Arizona because it was for my cousin Andy's birthday, and she wanted to see the Foo Fighters. As a matter of fact, they tend to see the Foo Fighters anytime that they're playing in California. So,
well, you know what else they say? It is proven that of all musician styles in the world, like guitarists, bass players, pianists, drummers, blah blah blah, drummers have the highest death rate. Drumming is very, very hard.
It's very physical,
and drummers have the highest mortality rate. And that is a fact.
Well, if they're not in good shape, then that's for sure. Because I know that, like for instance, Phil Collins.
Oh, you got to remember, you're whacking on. You're doing all this, and you have the actual beat of the drums blasting like point blank at you all the time. That vibration. And you do that, you look at all the drummers we've lost lately. Neil Peart last year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nick said he toured for 10 months.
An article was when Neil Peart died is when the article came out that actually drummers have the highest mortality rate.
Yeah, I've heard that before too.
Body.
Yeah, it does. From what I've heard from a lot of people, it does take a lot out of you. I mean, I was playing with a couple bands like back in the day, and we just play like the occasional one-off thing here and there, and it just seemed like it just playing for a couple hours and setting up and everything just seemed like it drained me,
can you imagine
20 years ago?
Night after night after night after night.
Yeah, it's a lot.
The dude that's got it made is the guy that plays the harmonica at the end of the day, stuffs it in his pocket and walks off stage.
Or the singer just has to bring his mic. Well, usually the mic's already set up there. But I used to feel bad for the drummers.
Singing, that's tough on the vocal cords, and you read about all these singers that got to take a few days off a tour because they've wrecked their vocal cords.
Yeah. The drummers have a lot of stuff to set up though too.
Yeah, but nobody. Yeah, but most big acts, they don't set their
Yeah.
drum. They got the roadies to do that for them.
Yeah, usually 2 techs and 5 roadies, and
Yeah, and then they just got to sit down and play.
yeah, I remember playing with people and stuff. That was the first thing. The drummer would always be the first one there. If he wasn't, you're waiting at least half an hour for him to set up all his stuff.
Yeah,
and get
the
everything
couple
situated.
local bands that I was in here, we had to set up all our shit. we didn't have money to hire anybody to do that shit for us.
Yeah, I was pretty nice. I'd get my stuff packed up, then I'd go back and help the drummer with some of his stuff. It's a lot to carry.
The only time that I can remember in recent memory that I never had to set anything up was 3 years ago. A friend of mine called me up, and he has this band that are a Rush. They're a Rush tribute band. And he's a good friend of mine, and he called me up and goes, "Anthony, you know a lot of Rush. My guitarist is sick, and we're playing a club downtown, and they asked me to come and play for them that night. So I just walked in and plugged in my guitar, and away I went. And I stepped in this band in a little 3 years ago. That was the last time I played with a band. It was 3 years ago when we played a Rush tribute thing, and I had to pull Rush out of my ass and remember how to play half these Rush songs I hadn't played in like 400 years.
Then you get stuck.
I became a drummer by accident.
And the guy literally called me like 2 hours before the show. He goes, "Anthony, I know you know Rush. Come down." He gave me the name of the pub. He goes, "Come down." And I literally walked in, car case, and plugged in, and it's like I had to fucking pull Rush out of my ass. Like literally, I had to pull Rush out of my ass. I swear to God, it was funny.
I became a drummer by accident. A friend of mine was rehearsing with his cousin, but they're using those type of stupid drum machine that has like a pre-programmed kind of drum thing. I'm like, are you guys seriously gonna play with this machine? They're like, yeah. So I took the machine and I took off the program and I manually did it just myself for the rehearsal. I came back to my friend's studio the next week to record. There's a drum set, and I'm like, oh, that's a cool drum set. Yeah, it's for you. You're our drummer. I'm like,
oh wow.
I want to play drums. They're like, too bad you're playing drums for us. And I was like, fuck. So I became their drummer for a while. But then here's the thing: I don't own a drum set, but I know my way around a drum set. So they keep bringing in people to replace because I don't want to play drums. I'd rather play keyboard or guitar. And every drummer that they brought in that have like their own drum sets, they fucking suck. They cannot hold a beat to save their lives. And so every time they left, they're like, Paulina, back on drum. Like, motherfucker.
Yeah.
And they're like, how is it that you're a better drummer than them? I'm like, I just know my way around drum set. I know how to keep a good, like 4 on the floor beat, but I don't know what's up with them. It's like, did you get high and try the drums or what?
There's people that I've played with before. They go, oh yeah, I've been playing drums for years and years and years, and get to play with them and stuff, and it's like they're all over the place. So I started tapping my foot and it looked like I was stomping grapes. I told the guy, watch my foot, make your bass pedal do what my foot does.
Yeah.
It's like
keep with the offbeat.
We made it through. Yeah, we made it through, but I was just like my leg was so sore afterwards because I was just stomping the whole time. Like, and people, the guitar player thought I was really getting into it. I go, no, I was just keeping time for this guy back here.
And I was like, I'm never gonna not play drums all night. They're like, yeah, you're gonna play drums for us for a while until I finally said,
when I was a kid. When I was a kid, I originally wanted to learn to play drums, and then I went and I got like some practice. My parents bought me some like small little practice drum kit, and I think I lost interest really quick because I saw Pete Townsend going like this on his guitar, and I said, screw the drums, I wanted to be like Pete Townsend. And I quickly changed to guitar because I just saw Pete Townsend doing his windmill, and I was just like, this is way cooler than being a drummer.
That's cool.
And that was like one of my first kind of
It's like
impressions that made me want to play guitar.
It's like, don't
That's
get me wrong,
awesome.
I love playing drums, but I love playing drums if I'm recording, but not playing live. I'd rather be seen up in the front playing a guitar or bass. I don't like the back that much.
Yeah, I don't care. I'll play. I just enjoy playing. I just hold down the rhythm and stuff. But I did like a lot of people do. I was always into music. My family wasn't. Third grade, they had us play the recorder. Some people call them song flutes, and they had to do the whole recital at Christmas time and stuff.
You had to take it to school, right?
It was Sega.
Yeah, and I enjoyed it. I would like take it and practice it and be out in the yard, and and my stepmom recognized it. Wow, this kid really likes music and stuff. And we're talking, and she was going to say, she goes, "Well, would you like to be interested in taking piano lessons?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, yeah, I definitely wanted to get into it." So this guy comes over. This a couple months after we had this conversation, this guy comes over and has this box. And we're talking about playing piano, and he sets this box down and doesn't open it. We're talking the whole time and stuff, and I'm thinking, okay, what's he got in here? Like sheet music or something? So he opens up the box. Guess what was in the box? Any guesses? What's that?
A recorder.
No.
A dead body.
No, it was a box probably about 2 feet square by maybe, I don't know, about like that. It was supposed to be like a piano, but it wasn't the same thing.
A harpsichord.
It was close. It was an accordion. This guy brings up the accordion. He goes, "Okay," pops open the box. I'm like, no, I actually got up and went in my room and just shut the door. I just said, no, I ain't having that. I was like about 9 years old.
It's funny you say about the recorder, because I remember when I was in school, we did the recorder, and my daughter, who's they still teach they still make them do the recorder in school. She had to do it a couple of years ago in grade 7.
Yeah.
You had to do the recorder. They still make you do the recorder.
Yeah.
I mean, when I did the recorder, it was like a wooden recorder.
Yeah.
Now they're these cheap plastic things.
Yeah. Ours was like plastic or something. Yeah.
Everyone has recorder trauma, but I don't.
I you know what? I kind of like the recorder. It was
fun. It was fun.
If you could play it good, you could play some cool tunes on it.
Yeah.
I never got to play it.
I still kept my recorder throughout the years.
I remember trying to play Jethro Tull songs on it.
Did you stand on one leg?
And
hey, what's Sega? It was Sega or was Saga?
I don't know if Ian Anderson.
I think it was Sega.
That's funny.
You know what?
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind playing an accordion. I actually do like how they sound in certain genres like Celtic.
Mm-hmm.
You know what instrument I always wanted to try play just once was the bagpipes.
Yeah. I
wanted to just try play some bagpipes once. I just I don't know. I like bagpipes. I don't know why, but I just really like the sound of bagpipes.
They got a cool sound.
I actually agree. I like how every song begins like a droning sound, and then it kicks in with like the it's like that beginning of the drone.
Yeah.
Like, me, I'm not a big Paul McCartney fan or anything, but one Wings song I always liked was Mulligan Tire, and I always like when the bagpipes come in towards the end of Mulligan Tire. It just kicks that song into high gear. That
sounded amazing when I first heard it. I was like, wow.
That song, when the bagpipes come in, it just brings that song to life.
Yeah.
And of course, I'm a big Nazareth fan, and I saw Nazareth many, many times. And Nazareth, of course, are Scottish. And they had Dan McCafferty would play a bagpipe, but it was an electric bagpipe. It had a vocoder. You know what a vocoder is? He had it built into a set of bagpipes, and that's what they use on like Hair of the Dog, famous song Hair of the Dog would have that bagpipe vocoder combo. But every concert, every time I went to see Nazareth, at some point, Dan McCafferty, the singer, would pull out the bagpipes, play a few traditional Scottish songs on the bagpipes, and then switch on the vocoder part, and they'd go into Hair of the Dog. And so I don't know. I just always remember that was always a highlight of Sing Nazareth was when he'd pull out those bagpipes and play them on stage.
All right, I'll be right back. Hold on a second. You can talk amongst yourself. I'll be right back.
Every time I hear Hair of the Dog, I just can't help but to feel like I could play that song just by trying to play Day Tripper by the Beatles. Because it has that kind of thing. Yeah. It's like
I remember my father used to give me a hard time when I played Hair of the Dog because my father was like, "That's a bad song. You shouldn't listen because the chorus of that song is now you're messing with a son of a bitch, right?"
Yeah.
So my parents were back in the day. My parents would be like, "How can you listen? That's devil music? Why are they thinking about a son of a bitch? That's devil music."
I like it.
Now you're messing with a son of a bitch. Now you're messing with a son of a bitch.
Yeah, because one day I was practicing Day Tripper. I was like,
yeah, and it's basically it's kind of the reverse of that. It's kind of the reverse of that.
Yeah, because Day Tripper's like, yeah. Where
and then it's the reverse. It's the opposite of the down. It starts the same, but instead of going down, it goes up.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean. Just at the end there, they'll end. The first few notes are identical.
Yeah. And it's weird because I first heard that song, but before that song, I heard Love Hurts, and I didn't realize that was the same band. That is weird.
Yeah, Love Hurts was Love Hurts, and
Love
of course
Hurts is like a totally 180 from Hair of the Dog.
Yeah, and that was just released as a single outside as a single. Wasn't even on officially on any of their albums. It was released as a extra song on their greatest hits album. You know how the greatest hits albums, they all throw a one song on that you couldn't get anywhere else just to help sell the album. And Love Hurts was thrown on that album to sell the greatest hits album. But the song that got me into Nazareth was This Flight Tonight, of course, the Joni Mitchell song. That was the one that got me into Nazareth, This Flight Tonight.
Wasn't Love Hurts on Hair of the Dog, the album?
No, officially it was released as a single and added later to the American pressing, because the original UK press of Hair of the Dog did not have Love Hurts on it, but when they released Hair of the Dog in North America, they added Love Hurts onto it because it had been released as a single. So they said, well, we'll throw Love Hurts on it, because if you get like the first pressings of Hair of the Dog, no Love Hurts on it. If you get the reissue of Hair of the Dog, they threw Love Hurts on later because it had become a hit and it helped sell that album.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's like Band on the Run. Original Band on the Run didn't have Junior's Farm on it. I mean, Hell on Wheels, not Junior's Farm. Hell on Wheels didn't have Hell on Wheels, but the U.S. Canadian had Hell on Wheels on it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And the same for the first Roxy Music album. Originally, it did not have the song Virginia Plain, but in America or subsequent releases, they added Virginia Plain to the end of side one. Yeah.
So Adam wants to know, question for AGK. Did you like the AC/DC bagpipe song, It's a Long Way to the Top If You Want to Rock and Roll?
Did that have bagpipes in it? I can't remember.
Yeah, it did.
It does. Yeah.
I haven't heard that song in a long time, but yeah, I remember that song.
Yeah. So.
You know what version of that song I really liked was the School of Rock version of that song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The School of Rock soundtrack, man, they just killed that song.
Yeah.
Jack Black and company.
And those hits were doing their own music stunts.
Yeah.
Yeah, those kids were fantastic.
Yeah.
I love that movie. The music in that movie that those kids do, and they all do it for real, is
Yeah.
fantastic.
On YouTube a while back, I saw they did like a reunion thing, and they brought those kids back as adults, and they redid some of the songs and
There's
stuff.
there's actually a School
That's
of
pretty
Rock
cool.
YouTube channel with
Yeah.
newer
Yeah.
kids going to the School of Rock. They
Yeah.
you can see a lot of School of Rock performances
Uh-huh.
on the YouTube channel of current School of Rockers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, isn't there actually a School of Rock out there? I think.
Yeah,
like,
it's a real deal. It's a real thing
There's,
now.
what I
there's a
thought.
couple of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's one that I've seen a lot of videos because somebody recommended to me, and I've subscribed to him. O'Keefe, I think's the name of him. O'Keefe's Music School,
Yeah.
and they do a lot of ones. They have some. I mean, the kids are really good, but then you have some of these little tiny girls that are like singing like just all kinds of like death metal stuff, and they're all. I'm like, wow, they came out. It's pretty amazing. Then they'll clean up and sing other stuff and stuff.
We have a program down here in the Chow Valley called it's called AMP, and it's called American Music
Good night, Adam.
or something like that. And
Good night.
my cousin, she's been part of that for the past few years, and she's actually an amazing guitarist. It's like I'm blown away because she could do shoegaze. I've listened to her a lot, and the way that she plays sounds like shoegaze, and I love it. And I'm like, I wish I could do that, and they teach these kids really well on how to play like a lot of rock stuff, and I'm like, wow, these odd that kids nowadays are like gravitating towards wanting to play guitar, bass, piano, drums, and stuff like that, and not out there trying to be like next, dare I say, Kanye West.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of kids I've seen that they just go, I don't like, the old music. I like people who make music on computers and stuff. I don't like instruments. And it's like,
yeah.
But yeah, whatever.
There's an actual School of Rock where I used to live in Florida, and I wanted to get into it, but I just couldn't. There was like this really like hot girl that was like singing Joan Jett, and I was like, wow. Pretty
I
cool.
know I need to invest in some guitar pedals, especially like echoes and reverbs and delays and stuff like that, and flangers. I really want to.
Then what do you have for pedals?
I have nothing for pedals. All I have
You're
is
kidding.
all I have is a Fender Princeton chorus, and it has a chorus effect to it. And that's
The chorus is nice on that amp. Yeah, I've played through that amp before.
As far as I'm concerned, this is a must-have pedal that every freaking guitarist needs to have.
Yeah.
baby.
Yeah.
A crybaby. You need this. This is a must-have pedal.
Yeah, I remember at the car shop I used to work at, we used to sell those a lot, and I'm like, I could invest one of those, but I never had a chance to.
This makes your guitar sing.
I know my dad knew his way around a wah pedal.
Yeah, I love to wah 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 wah.
I don't know, maybe make that my mission this summer to invest in.
A crybaby is not that expensive either.
Yeah, pedals are a dangerous thing to get into.
Did you just pick up a storage crate full of pedals?
Yes, I did.
That's pretty much what I have.
Holy
There goes- This is one wah pedal. This was like $20. My friend Boris right here sent me this. This is an official Gary. I say Gary? Jerry. It's late. Jerry Cantrell from Alice in Chains. His signature wah. Sounds really good. Tuner. This company here, Behringer. You can get these pedals on Amazon, all kinds of places. They run from about $15 to $25 a piece. They're very affordable.
You got any rolling pedals in or Boss pedals?
I actually traded a lot of that stuff away years ago. So. These are pretty good. This is TC Electronics. This is the Prophet, which is a digital delay with true bypass, and it also has a switch set up so you could do the dotted 16th or dotted 8th notes. With pedals, you just kind of have to like get in there and start messing with them and have fun with them. You know.
Got a distortion pedal in there?
Do I have a distortion pedal?
Let's see what distortion pedal you got.
Oh, where do I start?
Let's see a good distortion pedal there.
I bought this years ago. This was kind of all in one. You can pick these up on Amazon for like $50. And it has a lot of presets in here. I think there's 30 or 40 patches. It's been a while since I've used this. And you can change the parameters, and so it's like all your effects are built in here, and you just switch channels. Getting back to distortion. Let's see what I have here.
You need a good distortion pedal if you're going to play any Neil Young and Crazy Horse. A distortion crank to the max.
I don't have all my pedals here, but I have on the floor, I've got my, it is a Boss. I got the Boss DS1 distortion, the orange pedal that everybody has.
Oh, it's like orange. I was going to say the orange or the green.
The orange one. And then I've got this DoD grunge pedal, kind of somewhere between a distortion and a fuzz. Let's see what else. Classic MXR Distortion Plus. Got a Behringer Super Fuzz, which is a clone of the old Boss FZ2 Fuzz, I believe.
Yeah, the Boss. Yeah, it looks like it.
This, I actually painted it. This was actually silver, and I just painted the front of it purple. I call this my Jimi Hendrix pedal. This is actually a BBE window pane fuzz. And what's really awesome is this, similar to what you can do with the fuzz face, is you have it cranked up, so it's like just raging like a regular fuzz pedal, just cranked up. But when you roll the volume down on your guitar, it cleans up. But it's not like a country kind of clean where it's like kind of irritating. It's real creamy. If you've heard like some of Jimi Hendrix's stuff, like "The Wind Cries Mary," All Along the Watchtower, it gives you that sound, and it's amazing. And then you just play with a light touch, and then when you dig into it, you get the fuzz there, and then you can roll the volume up for soloing and stuff. It's a great pedal. Let's see. Some of my pedals missing. Dan Electro. This is a Pastrami Overdrive. This is a clone of the Tube Screamer. This is like a TS9. This was like $20 pedal. This, like I said, Behringer's. I mean, I've got a bunch of these. Behringer's is the way to go. I'll have to get your address and see what I got. I'll probably send some pedals your way. I showed that one. This is another Dan Electro. This is a French Toast pedal, which is a copy of the Fox machine. This is an octave fuzz, octave up. Well, and you can turn the octave off if you just want the fuzz pedal.
Oh, I've never seen anything like that.
Oh, it's amazing. It's amazing. I think that might be it on the distortion. No, I got this. This I bought recently. This is a clone of the DoD. What is it? The DoD Overdrive preamp is usually in a yellow box. This is put out by a company called Modski, I think. Anyways, I got this thing for like $20 because I saw some guy reviewing it on YouTube. Works really well. It's actually like two pedals in one. You just flip the switch, you get the sounds.
You get deals for you get some good pedals cheap there.
So
I can never find pedals cheap up here.
I got basic audio pedals.
Him digging through his box of pedals.
I've got an octave pedal. I've got like 3 or 4 chorus pedals. This is a Small Stone by Electro Harmonics. This is a Screaming
Making my
Bird
mouth water.
treble booster. I need to put all these pedals on a board. I know.
Making my
Did
mouth
I show
water.
that? Did I show this? This is a Ditto pedal. This is a pedal that you definitely need right here, Paulina. This is a looper pedal.
Mm-hmm.
So have you tried one of these before?
Uh-uh.
You know what they do, right?
I'm pretty sure like they'll loop like a note or.
Yeah. Well, what you do is, and I
Right.
forget the amount of time. I think you get 30 seconds, maybe a little bit longer than this. What you do is you record a section of yourself playing, and then you record it onto here, and then it'll loop it. It'll keep playing it, and then you can play over it, and you can layer yourself multiple times. So you could play like a rhythm section. Ed Sheeran uses a pedal, not this one, but something similar. He does all the percussion stuff where he's slapping on his guitar. He'll record that and then do some other stuff. This is one of these. You can like have your own band and play all kinds of stuff by yourself, and you just like.
What you want is the Trio Plus Looper.
There you go.
That's the one.
I need to find one of those.
That's the one to get because you can put stuff on SD cards too.
Yeah.
What's it called? What's it called?
Trio Plus Looper.
Trio Plus.
Yeah, I know a little bit about pedals. I got some boutique pedals, a lot of basic audio, and I think JHS, and then there's another one too.
Yeah, JHS is a good one. Oh, here
By
we go.
Donor?
I have a what the hell is it? I got a Monterey pedal with the expression
Was that
pedal
Donner?
that comes
Was that a
with it.
Donner, that Trio Plus thing?
I think it's TC Electronics or Electro Harmonics.
I found one here on Amazon.
Yeah. There's companies that make clones and stuff.
It's black, and it should
Yeah, this
say
is all
Trio on it.
Found.
It's a good size pedal.
I can see where you probably plug in a.
No, that's not it.
No, but this is a looper. This is a Donner triple looper pedal.
Well, I don't. The Trio.
Loop
I know
pedal,
somebody who
3
had
loops,
it.
3 loops, 30 minutes looping time each. Looper guitar pedal with time progress bar, unlimited overdubs, undo, redo.
It's a Digitech pedal. That's who made it.
Yeah, the Trio Plus, you can do drum tracks and bass and rhythm guitar too.
This one's like $90.
Yeah, the other one's a little bit more. Let me.
Yeah, it's like 300.
Yeah.
I'm on
Yeah,
Amazon.
not much
It's
more.
like it's a Donner. Apparently, it's Donner have a pile of pedals on Amazon here in Canada. Yeah, they got a whole crap. They got a whole crap load here.
Make this a little bit bigger here.
Triple looper, 1 looper, Beltway looper. These are all. Looks like this is a brand that sells strictly on Amazon.
Yeah, that's one. But yeah, this thing here, this is the one he's talking about here. This is the one you have right here, Boris, right? The one I'm showing.
Yeah, that's the one. I don't have it, but I know somebody who had it and was playing around with it. It's a really nice pedal.
Yeah. Because you can you can change the tempo, you can change the style of drum loops, genre. You can play bass with it. You can sequence it. It does a lot of stuff.
Yeah, that's the thing. You can play a riff into it, and then I guess you can have it develop like a rhythm track for it. It's crazy. But you can put SD cards in it and record all kinds of shit.
My God, Amazon actually have now their own brand of pedals. You know, Amazon Basics.
Yeah.
That they brand. They now actually have their own freaking pedals. Amazon Basics compressor guitar pedal. Amazon Basics distortion. What's this one? Amazon Basics overdrive. Amazon Bases horse electric. What's that? Wow. Amazon Basics overdrive true bypass. My God. Amazon's got into the guitar pedal business, apparently.
Yeah. And here's the pedal that started the conversation.
The Crybaby. Yeah, I actually just passed by it on frickin' look on Amazon. They want 147 Canadian for a Crybaby.
Yeah. Another fuzz pedal, Big Muff Nano, Electro Harmonics. So yeah, like I said, I got a couple distortion pedals.
Yeah. Yeah, I need some pedals. I haven't done anything with pedals in a long time. Now you got me looking at pedals. Oh god. If you want to throw any of those out, you can send them my way. Holy crap.
There you go. Move this out of the way.
What's this thing? Multi-effects pedal. Boss Metal Zone. MT2W. $270 freaking dollars. Oh, crap.
Did you guys see the headlines of that idiot taking his dog to the dog pound because he said it was gay?
Nuh-uh.
He just took it and dropped it off and said the dog was gay and he didn't want it anymore.
Sounds like he just didn't want the dog.
Huh? This
Sounds
gay
like he just
couple
didn't want
adopted it.
How can a dog, for Pete's sakes?
And right? That's what my thoughts were. I'm like, how the hell does he know if the dog's gay?
Dogs will hump anything they can find. That doesn't mean they're gay. Dogs just want to hump everything. When it's that time of the season for them, they'll hump your leg, for crying out loud. Doesn't mean they're gay. I saw a dog humping a fire hydrant the other day. Gay.
They just don't know any better.
Yeah, I agree.
It's just that time of the year. It's spring.
See, that's what I meant, Anthony. There are really fucking stupid people out there, and you never know what people are going to do or say in this day and age anymore.
Uh-oh. Hop Frog's got the guitar out. I see him.
Oh, shit. It's a Hop Frog concert.
No, I'm not gonna really play anything serious. I was just wanting to
Is shit
demonstrate
sandwich
how you can make.
Is shit sandwich getting back together?
I don't know, but if you have a
Half
delay
the people
pedal, you
aren't
can
here,
do-
so no.
You can do fun stuff with the delay.
Yeah, I've got a delay on mine.
But yeah, it's
Yeah, like the amp I use here at home is a Cube. You know, Cube.
Oh yeah,
and it's got a whole whack of effects built right into it.
yeah.
And then I've got a foot switch with three switches on it that you can switch between all the effects on it.
Mhm.
And what have I got on this one? I've got. Let's see. I've got. I've got a flanger. I've got a flanger, a phaser, a delay, a reverb, a distortion, an overdrive, a metal stack. What's the other? Yeah, I said overdrive already, didn't I? Yeah, overdrive,
Yeah.
distortion, metal stack, delay, reverb, flanger, and phaser. All built into that Cube amp that I can just switch
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of those amps, they have digital pedals and modeling and stuff.
Yeah, it's great. It's great. I like it.
Yeah.
For the house, it's great.
Oh yeah, there's a new pedal I saw. It's made by a company called Strymon. It's called an Iridium, and it's about I've seen it for about $250-$300. And basically, what it is it comes preloaded with a bunch of amplifier simulators in there, so you can make, like, if you wanted to, like, get the sound of your Cube or a Fender Princeton or a Marshall Stack or whatever. And it's like somebody's like actually recorded these amps in a studio and saved them digitally, so you put them on in this box, and when you play, it's like you're playing through these amps. And it's really good if you're like recording and stuff. You want to have different sounds of different amps and stuff, because some amps, if you use the same amp for different things, it kind of gets kind of muddy. But if you want like some real heavy sound, like say with a Marshall that's raging, and then play some clean stuff over the top with like a Fender Twin or something, you can do all kinds of stuff with the same pedal. It's pretty amazing. It has like built-in cabinet. They call them impulse responses, is what they're referred to. It's worth looking. I mean, you can go like all over the place with looking into pedals and all this stuff. It's crazy.
Yeah, I'm happy with this Cube. I picked it up. 3 years ago, and it's got good effects in it. You just switch. It's even got an output you can output it into an iPad, and it's got an app for the iPad.
Oh, nice.
And what it does is it allows you to play like music from your iTunes library,
and
it'll input the music from out of your iPad into the amp, and then you can play over it.
Yeah, it's a nice feature.
Yeah, it's a really nice feature, because then you can just, like, you want to throw whatever, Smoke on the Water, get it playing, and then it'll actually allow you to play into that song rather than jamming to it. You're actually playing into it. You're actually playing into the file, which is kind of cool. And you can record into it too if you want. It allows you to just output right from the amplifier into an iPad or whatever, or a laptop, and record right into it. Modern technology, man. Modern technology now.
Yeah, it's amazing stuff. Amazing.
It'll even like play into like GarageBand. It'll allow you to like play right into GarageBand and add your own live guitar into GarageBand rather than simulated guitar and all that. Yeah. I've got it's called Mixcraft. It's for the PC, but it's exactly identical to GarageBand 2, and you have all the instruments and stuff in there. That's a lot of fun to mess around with. So. Yeah, Nick says, I used to run an ABY box with a guitar going into a Vox AC30 and then a Marshall going to separate tracks, then mix them together. Yeah, it sounds killer. Yeah, I don't know if you've ever looked much into like the Beatles, how they recorded stuff in the studio and all the different amps they brought in, and with all the panning and stuff. I geek out on stuff like that, unfortunately. Just reading about production techniques and whatnot, and Yeah, a lot has changed, and nowadays everything's so much can be done digitally now, and I mean, digital recording's been around for like 40 years, but
it's been around for a long time.
But now with apps and whatnot, it's just
it's so.
It allows a lot of musicians to like, and you see it happening more and more and more, especially during the pandemic. It allows musicians to record their parts for albums without ever having to go into a studio, and they all just record their parts at home in their own place, and then they just marry it all together. They just mix it all together, and that seems to be becoming more and more common practice now, that musicians are just working from home and just emailing their guitar parts or drum parts or whatever to each other. The way a lot of albums are made nowadays.
I don't know how many albums I heard were made during the pandemic. It's great. It's just professional albums that have just been recorded that way. Guitar players, drummers doing his stuff, and the bass player and the guitar player and whoever else is in the band, just they email stuff back and forth, and then there's so much stuff you can do yourself
Yeah, like even during look at the during the pandemic there, the streaming concerts, like, I watched Metallica, I watched the Stones, I watched a few people where they were all in their own house and they played live with each member in their own house. I can't even imagine. I can't even imagine the logistics of pulling that one off.
Yeah, that's
like, and it worked. That's technology for you. It worked. Well, I watched these performances of, and all the members are in their own home and they're still able to play normally together without even being in the same countries.
Yeah.
I just can't even imagine trying to do that. Crazy. Canton guy got his...
Never heard about that. Okay. Some guy got a chip planted in his head and was asked to play some Tool songs. He couldn't communicate at all with them until then. Now he can communicate.
Wouldn't be surprised. Wouldn't be surprised. Well, what time is it? It's like 5:15 in the morning.
Yeah.
Maybe I should go to bed.
All right.
Otherwise, I'm going to be watching the sun come up pretty soon.
Yeah, I've been here watching the sun come up sometimes.
Today is a chill out day anyhow. I'm not doing anything today. I'm just going to chill out and wait for my concert tonight. That thing's out now Saturday. Just wait for my concert tonight.
Well, there you go. Well, enjoy the show.
Yes, I shall.
Say hi to Alice for everybody.
Well, you guys can all say hi when I stream tomorrow from the concert.
There you go.
Get dragged out by security. You can watch me get dragged out by security. I'll just be one of a few thousand people that are all holding their phone up recording the concert. Because that's what it is now. You go to concerts, everybody's got their phone up and they're recording.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Yeah.
They don't even try to stop people anymore. It's just like you can't. I remember back in the day, you go to a concert, remember? No cameras or recorders.
Yeah.
They can't do that anymore because you're basically going to tell everybody to leave their phone at home.
Yeah.
So what are you going to do?
It's pretty wild.
All right, guys. Enjoy.
All right. Well, thanks for coming up.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, you're welcome. It's always a pleasure.
See you guys. See you guys soon.
See you.
And I'm gonna check out too. I need to take a shower.
Okay.
A long day.
All right. I know you had a long day, so yep. All right.
All right.
Well, thank you for
Have a good
coming
night,
up.
everyone.
All right. Have a good night. We'll see you next time.
And they'll show you.
Oh, it seems like every time I just put the guitar on, everybody says, look at the time. I gotta go.
Yeah. That's all right. You'll be all right.
Everybody
it is funny though.
Yeah, it is pretty funny.
But what are you gonna do?
Exactly.
Cuss him out though. Be like, you bastards.
I just like making them feel guilty. Oh, you asked me. Yeah, it's nice to have people come up here and not talk about all the drama and stuff. Just hang out and have fun.
Yeah. You know what? We got enough nonsense going on over in Eastern Europe right now. So
yeah. Oh yeah.
These gas prices are ridiculous, and I know they're even worse where you're at.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna complain. I just grit my teeth and hand over the cash and see how far I can get.
That's all you can do because you're not going to get out of paying it. So
no. And there's people that are, we got to organize this thing and protest this, and it's like they're not going to do anything.
Yeah, it's like good luck with that, dude.
Yeah,
you must have a lot of time on your hands.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I got a little case of pedals and stuff. I got a few pedals.
Well, it is a sickness.
Yeah,
I got a whole bunch of them my damn self.
Yeah. It seems like they multiply, you know, you just like
they have babies.
They do. That's what I tell Jen. I tell her, no, I don't know where it came from.
Oh, I built this one.
No, I actually bought some parts when Radio Shack was still around and some breadboard stuff to try to mess around and try to at least make a fuzz pedal or something, and just never got around to it, never had the time to do it.
Well, you can order all that stuff on Amazon now.
Yeah, it's just, yeah. But I've got a box full of just, you know, all the diodes and pots and capacitors and all that stuff.
Well, see, that's the thing now. These basic audio pedals that I got, the reason why I bought them is because they're bougie pedals, and they're basically handmade circuits that replicate, you know, all the. If you research basic audio, you'll see what I'm talking about. I got a bunch of them, and I know the guy's making money hand over fist doing it.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, I would never do anything like that. But there's some of them, like certain editions of them, that if you got them, they're worth mega cash.
Oh yeah. She wants me to show you old records. We when her father-in-law passed away, we got some of his records and a bunch of old 78 records, big band stuff mostly. So these are from like I don't know if these
there you go.
From the early 50s, late 40s. Actually, this one's pretty old here. This one is.
I bet you that one's real heavy.
It's a lot thicker than a regular album, being shellac and stuff. So just got to clean them up and play a few of them, but it's cool. It just, you know, belonged to her dad, and we're talking about maybe putting some of these in a frame and stuff, and a picture of him from back in the day. She's got a bunch of pictures and stuff. And we thought that'd be, you know, a nice thing to, you know.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
To honor her dad with. So her dad was a really cool people. So really cool. Rock 78s. No, it's all mostly just like big band stuff. This is Duke Ellington doing Flamingo. And on the other side is The Girl in My Dreams Tries to Look Like You. So there's, you know, a bunch of other stuff. So it's nice. So it's nice that we have that. So
yeah.
Yeah, I just thought I'd build pedals, but I never did. You're building Randy a fuzz pedal. Okay, cool. Nick here builds pedals and fixes stuff. He's a good guy to know. This Nick Pantazzi.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
Yeah, I got some jam rags too that have the mods for regular crybabies too, so you get more sweep out of them.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It tells you what parts you need and the whole deal to do it. So
one thing I always, maybe they make it, I've never seen it, but I always wanted to see somebody, and Nick, maybe this might be your $1 million idea, Nick. So listen up. I would like to see some type of a digital delay pedal where you take the time knob and you wire the time knob to an expression pedal. So you can like bend the notes. Kind of similar to like what a whammy does, but a little bit different. So that's just my thought. I'm sure, have you messed with your delay pedals very much, Boris?
I got a delay, but I haven't messed with it all that much. When I've played with it, the last time I played with it, somebody was sitting there and they were like, "Keep doing that. I'm going to go get some blotter acid. I'll be right back." But I was messing around with a slide too. Yeah.
But if you change the delay, you can actually change the repeats and stuff. And if you tweak it really quick, it like kind of does weird stuff to the actual pitch of the note. Makes it go sharp and flat and stuff. So
Well, I would have to. I got the Monterey with the expression pedal, so you might be able to do it with that. And I'm telling you that Trio Plus is the way to go. Somebody that I know had it, and they were playing with it, and it was like, yeah, that's your ticket right there. But it's
that
expensive.
looks pretty. Oh, what? Wait a minute here. Someone here on Reverb has one for $75.
A Trio Plus.
It's the original Trio band creator. It's just it's a little bit simplified from the one we're looking at earlier.
Yeah.
Has tempo knob, has bass drums, few less genre pedals and stuff, but yeah. So I don't know. The Trio Plus looks pretty cool too. So
they got one with a foot switch. $279 with a foot switch, $183 without it. But it's got 3 switches on the it's a 3-button switch. 404 free shipping.
Yeah, that switch is probably the 2 buttons probably to start and stop the looper probably. That'd be my guess. Without looking at it, I don't know.
Well, they're showing the box, and then they're showing an additional pedal that hooks into the box that's got 3 more stomp switches on it.
Oh, wow.
So, but the pedal by itself, I think I just seen it on Reverb for $183.
Yeah.
So,
okay. Nick says he sold all his pedals except for a few, but he likes building for others. That's cool.
yeah, I'm looking at the one I got. It's the Keeley Monterey Rotary Fuzz Vibe, and I got the expression pedal that goes with it.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
Yeah. Yeah, and I can't think of the other ones that I got. But I got a bunch of basic audios. And then I've got my Eddie Van Halen flanger.
Yeah, I remember you saying you had the Eddie Van Halen flanger. That's pretty cool. Yeah, they've got a page on Facebook. Okay. Fuzz, fancy. Yeah, it looks like they got a lot of cool stuff on there.
Who?
Basic Audio.
Yeah, I haven't been to their page. I usually look it up on Reverb or whatever, but I got a bunch of their pedals.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, evidently the guy does them by hand or something. So, but they mimic, I guess, these really kick-ass circuits from back in the day or whatever. So, I just bought them more as an investment. Maybe one of these days I'll sit down and start doing something with it.
Oh, there you go. Fuzz. Okay, yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff on here. It's interesting.
Yeah, a lot of very, very nice guitars. Very nice guitars on Reverb.
Have you seen the new Theodore Theodore guitar that Gibson made?
No.
let me see if I can find a picture. It's I don't know whose idea this was.
No,
They're
but I'm looking
gonna
at
lose.
Gibson's right now.
I think whoever came up with this may be looking for another job. All right, let's do this.
I like looking at the black Les Pauls.
What do you think of that?
Oh, that's ugly. That's real ugly.
This is their new release for 2022.
But how does it sound though? Because that's the thing, with guitars and everything. I was talking about the Stones earlier. I've been watching those guys pretty close, and Keith Richards, he's got a Les Paul Jr.
Mm-hmm.
And he plays that thing quite a bit. And I know those things sound kick ass. So what does that sound like? You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. It was just like I can't get past the shape. It's just.
Listen, when I first bought guitars, I seen the Les Paul shape. I'm like, oh, that's plain. It's stupid. I don't like it. Blah blah blah. Now it's like if I bought anything, that's what I would want. It would be a Les Paul. Yeah, and it's $9,000 for that.
Yeah, it looks like it looks like somebody's woodshop project gone wrong.
But see, here's the thing though, that $9,000, what are you paying for? Realistically, if you're paying any kind of money for anything, you want to be paying for the wood.
Yeah.
So what's it made out of?
That is a good question. I'm guessing it's probably some type of almost looks like probably ash. Looking by the grain pattern, that'd be my guess. Has P90s in it, which is good. I like the P90s.
Yeah. But I mean, you can always buy P90s.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not a big fan of the jack coming out the front like that. Jen goes, "That's ugly." But yeah, Nick says that's ugly. He's going to bed. He's gonna have nightmares now.
Oh, it's really ugly.
Oh man, but yeah, it's just in the wraparound bridge. It's just like I don't know. It's just there's no way to set the intonation on that. It's just I don't know. I'm not buying it. That's all I know. So
there you go.
But they come in black, and they got the hockey stick. It's like I don't know.
It's ugly. I mean, I you know what? I could see somebody cutting those wings off, and it would just look like a giant guitar pick with a neck sticking out of it.
Exactly.
Well, it's like the Les Pauls. I know you've probably heard the lingo where people call them clown bursts because the contrast between the colors when it fades is so prominent. They call them clown bursts. A lot of people don't like them.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't get it. Okay. Nick says I got 2 Les Pauls and a Telly. So okay, good night for real this time. Yeah. Yeah.
See, now I end up trying to find my amp, but it's virtually impossible. I've got a unicorn amp too.
Mm-hmm. So, hello, Wolf Dad. It's been a long time since I've seen Wolf Dad around.
I might have told you before. It's a 50-watt Marshall tube.
Oh, nice.
In a custom cabinet, all done up to like some kind of crazy 1950 specs or something.
Mm-hmm.
It's in mint shape. Just the grill cover alone to replace it would be like $400. So
that's pretty cool.
And see, I'm seeing a 50-watt Marshall 2-channel tube head or tube guitar head. The head alone's $2,000 or $2,100.
Mm-hmm.
And my shit's like, it's straight.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember when these came out, I wanted one of these really bad, and it was like, I'm like, yeah, it's kind of expensive for what it was. And then I played through it. I just didn't like the sound, but I did like the look of it. I thought was like so cool. And it's showing through all right. Let's see here. Was the PV Wiggy amp that was designed by Dweezil Zappa.
There you go.
I don't know if you ever saw this before or not, but let me see if I can get a good shot of the head.
It looks kind of hokey.
It's pretty cool looking because of the top of it.
Oh,
it looks
okay.
like it's supposed to look like I think he said it was modeled after like an old MG or something. That had like gauges, so it has like your speedometer, and you can kind of see right there. It says miles per hour, and revolutions per minute. And then the 4 smaller gauges in the middle are actually for setting your bass, your presence, your treble, and I think reverb. Then it has built-in EQ and stuff. And I thought it looked pretty cool. I go, it looks kind of cool, you know. Looks vintagey and stuff. I go, that's pretty cool. But then I played through it and it was just like, it's very disappointing.
Well, I've been thinking about selling my amp, but it's very, very heavy, so there's no way I would ship it. It would have to be something local.
Yeah.
And then Mike, he's passed away now, but Mike was playing through it when he was over here, and I asked him how much he thought it was worth, and I don't even want to repeat the price, but it's a sickening price. And it's like, I'm sitting there going, if somebody's willing to give me that for it, it's sold. So
yeah, definitely. Yeah.
I mean, sickening to the point that it's like I can't really believe them, but I can't find it because it's such a unicorn. I've searched, but I can't really find it. It's all a custom piece. So
yeah.
And evidently Marshall's got some speakers that are like real rare, and it's got those speakers too.
Oh wow.
I think they're greenbacks is what they're called or something.
Okay. Yeah, there's you start getting into this stuff and you start going down rabbit holes. There's like so many speakers they've used this year and everything. I mean, it's interesting when you start seeing the history and when they used it, and it's just kind of interesting. The original Marshalls, they're copied after the Fender Bassman because they're having the Bassmans shipped over to England from the States, and then it got kind of expensive, so they decided to make their own with the components they had there, and accidentally came up with what we know as the Marshall sound just because of the components they had at hand. So it's pretty cool. Hello, Charlie.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Oh, not much. It's talking about music. Now we're talking about guitars and stuff, and it's always fun talking music.
Right on.
So this is...
I gotta turn my house music down just a nudge, man.
Okay, old school gear. Yeah. You get stuff in the 80s and 90s. So.
That's what I was spinning right now, man.
Oh, nice. That's a good album.
It is, man.
Yeah,
see, now here's the thing. I'm on Reverb right now, and I'm seeing a 50-watt head that's pretty much the same thing I got. It's going for 4K, and it's not in a custom cabinet, and it don't got the speakers that I got.
Yeah.
It's just the head. I mean, you can gig with what I got. So.
Yeah. Yeah, Marshalls, they bring the money. They definitely do. And then
my neighbors should be very thankful that I don't know how to play. So. Yeah, I was joking with there's a guy in here earlier. His name's Cap, and he bought a new sound system, and he's saying how many watts. I forget exactly how many watts it was. He just got it recently, and I said, yeah, when you play an album, the neighbors hear what you're listening to. All the neighbors. And he's like, yeah, pretty much.
Well, that was the same thing with me and the Panic show tonight, man. My neighbor came up to me. She's like, "Hey, man, I'm going into town. I hear that you're playing music. Do you want anything?" I'm like, "No, I'm pretty good. Thanks for asking." And then she walked away, and I continue to go amongst my general evening. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Most definitely.
How you fucking guys doing?
We're doing well. We are doing well. So are you in Canada or are you in the States?
Yeah, I'm a proud Canuck. I live in Ontario. I'm like 45 minutes from Toronto.
Oh, okay.
GTA kind of deal. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm over here in California myself, and then Boris lives up in Detroit area.
Oh, geez,
so
dirty.
Yeah, so we get people all over the place in here.
I fucking hate that Port Hope border, man. I tell you, man, I always get shakedown. I always get the shakedown crossing that border, man. Me and my long hair. Oh, yeah. They don't like me, man. Not one bit.
It's been a while since I had any hair to speak of. I just shave mine now. It's started losing it, but I used to have. Let's see if I can find the picture. That was like high school. My hair was down to about here, but then I started losing it, so I just shave it all the way. But yeah, when my hair was longer, I got hassled all the time. I got pulled over by the cops on a 10-speed going to school at like 5:30 in the morning because I didn't have any registration on it and no lights on it. And the guy was going to call it in because I had long hair and obviously it was stolen.
Yes, of course. The long hair stealing the 10-speeds, man. They were pretty bad back then, man. Like,
yeah, I had my backpack on. Yeah, I was just riding. I had my backpack on, and I saw him. He went by me, and then I didn't see him make a U-turn. And I'm just riding, where I'm supposed to be riding, not on the sidewalk, on the edge of the road, going the direction of traffic. Next thing you hear, whoop, 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 whoop. And I'm like, he's all, pull over. And I'm like, I was the only one around. And he's like, you know why I pulled you over? I go, no. Where are you going? I said, I'm on my way to school. I said, I got my books right here. He's all, well, let's see some registration. I go, it's a bicycle. And he's like, no, there's supposed to be registration on here. He's like, I better call this. And he's writing down all the numbers and stuff. Make a long story short, it was a $10 ticket just for nothing. But yeah.
Exactly, man. I fucking cops are fucking assholes, man. I tell you, man.
Yeah.
I was calling my wife one day after work on a side street. I was pulled over to the side of the road, just sitting there, me and my white van. It was like a Ford minivan, but I had like dead stickers, Jerry stickers on the back and whatnot. I was making a phone call, just telling her, hey, how my day's done kind of deal. This cop fucking pulls up beside me, asks me what the fuck I'm doing. I'm like, well, I'm talking to my wife. That is what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
And he tried to give me the shakedown. I'm like, you fucking kidding me, man? Yeah, I fucking snapped it, man. I called that motherfucker out. I said, are you fucking... He tried to tell me that, oh, this is a place that drugs are being sold and sold. And I'm like, does it look like I'm fucking dealing drugs or moving it? I'm talking on the phone, man.
Yeah.
And so I say to this officer, I say, are you completely sure that you didn't fucking question me because I don't have Jerry fucking stickers on the back of my van? He looked at me and he fucking walked away.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't fuck with deadheads, man. It's fucking bullshit, man.
Yeah. Like when I got my ticket on that bicycle, as the guy's writing me up, he's all, this is for your protection and blah, blah, blah. And you're going to get run over and this and that. And as he's writing my ticket, there's a car that went right through a stop sign. He goes, see, people like that. And I'm like, why aren't you giving them a ticket? Well, I'm here with you. Shut your mouth. I'm like, it's just...
I tell you, Hopper, cops are the dumbest fucking individuals that you'll ever meet in your life. They're the individuals that were picked on in school and that now they need some sort of authority to try and throw it upon you. That you've been a bad boy, I'll slap it on you. You know? They're not here to protect and serve me, I'll tell you that much, man. They'll lie and cheat to you. They're liars. They are liars, man. Cops lie to you.
Oh, yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
You know? And that's not the way that it should be.
No, it's not. It's not the way it was designed to be, but it's like you said, it's like they feel like they got something to prove. They're picked on as kids, and now they're going to get their revenge on whoever they can. So,
it's funny that I can be mad and disappointed all in the same sentence when we're talking fucking people that are supposedly trying to protect me.
Yeah.
Like I'm baffled by that kind of stuff, man. It's really funny, man.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, I don't know.
It's not like I don't not trust everybody. It's just like that I don't trust a lot of people. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah.
Yep.
So how are you going to kick the shit out of today, Hopper?
What's that? I'm sorry.
I said, how are you going to kick the shit out of today? Like, what are you going to do today to make it better?
Just try to be a better person. I try to, just be a decent person to everybody and not, not be an idiot like other people.
Being a nice guy is fucking easy, man. I mean, as the context of how are you gonna make today better than yesterday?
Just taking things one day at a time. It's about all I can do.
Yeah, that's all we can do. Exactly, man.
Yeah.
So, like, and are you gonna bring balloons and rainbows or some sort of gilded spirits and unicorns coming off the fucking the mountain? Like, how are we gonna accomplish this fate?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, but just I mean, if I see somebody who's in a bind or something, I mean, I always try to make sure I got a couple bucks to help somebody out, and just listen to people and stuff. I get into conversations with people and just listen to them and find out how their day is going, and it's kind of why I do this here, just to kind of keep up with people, see how things are going, and sometimes the conversations we just talk about music, and then other times we talk about serious stuff, people losing loved ones or various things, and just try to lend an ear and lend any advice I can if possible. I mean, I don't have all the answers, I don't claim to, but I do know how to listen, and sometimes that matters to people. Too many times people go, "Oh, how you doing today?" I witnessed this many times. Somebody that I knew, both these people involved in this kid had gotten an accident. His friend was drunk driving, and their single vehicle accident. The car slammed into a tree, and this kid was messed up. He was in a coma for like about 8 months. He had to use a walker, and he could barely get around. And this guy's asking him, he goes, "Oh, so how's everything going today?" He goes, "It's not really going too good. It's pretty bad." And the guy goes, "Oh, great, glad to hear it. See you later." And I go, "Wow, that's
not listening at all." Yeah.
People just don't take the time to listen. That's the thing I try to do, is just try to make try to listen as much as I can. If someone's just trying to just mess me around, make up stories and different things and stuff, I can usually spot it pretty quick. But if they're I give them the benefit of the doubt. If there's some legitimate things going on, I talk to them for a bit and stuff, and just find out what's going on and how they're doing and stuff. Try to, like I said, just try to be patient with people and just try to share a little bit of kindness, because here in California, people are just busy doing their own thing, and there's people don't pay attention when they're driving and all kinds of stuff. People are trying to pick fights with everybody. It's not a good scene.
For sure, man. And essentially that's the way that greet deal everything is that you kill them with kindness. If somebody's an asshole to you, well, you say something super nice to them. You compliment them, and that kind of puts them off the kilter after they've offended you. After you've complimented them and said something nice about them, because they're in their own little world that they're trying to fucking manipulate you and tell you which end is up and which end is down. Where that's not so important, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you don't necessarily have to be a big I don't know, like I guess a big leader. Like, it's okay to lead someone, but if you push them in the wrong direction, they get a little antsy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I've had many jobs throughout my life, and I've fucking taught many people throughout my fucking careers. But when I have somebody half my age tell me which end is up, and then fucking getting mad at me because I don't do it right away, well, I kind of laugh at you. You know what I mean, man?
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
Respect is a two-way street. It's got to be fucking mutual, man.
It has to be. Yeah. Most definitely has to be.
That's the way I see them. And essentially, you just treat people how you want to be treated, man. That's what life and things are all about, man.
Yeah, that's what it boils down to. Just, treat people how you want to be treated. It's just, like you said, it's just that simple. But people are they're all wrapped up in their own thing and trying to figure out how they can get the upper hand in any situation. And you're just like,
yeah,
not a way to live. Yeah.
You're very right about the upper hand. The upper hand and the discombobulating and the lying. Like, people just fucking lie to each other.
Yeah.
And they're shitty for no reason because they think that they can gain some sort of a personal gain, or you can gain something from lying. But in the long run, lying will just hurt you. It'll hurt your soul. It'll hurt your chakra. It will hurt a lot of your fucking human context if you lie to people. It's not a good trait to have.
Yeah. Then you get a reputation. Either you get a reputation for lying, or you have to just keep lying to cover up the lie that you told earlier.
I'm too fucking lazy to lie, man.
It's a lot of work, yeah. No, I agree, Vinyl Kicks. If I'm not talking about just being a doormat and letting people just do that. There's a lot of stupid people, but I'm saying if there's someone I know who's like kind of struggling and stuff, I'm just saying be a decent person. That's all I'm trying to say. But yeah, if someone's showing hostility and anger towards you, it's just, you do what you can to get yourself out of the situation, and sometimes you can't, and sometimes you just have to take care of things. Unfortunately, sometimes that's all people understand is violence. It's not always the answer, but sometimes it's the only choice you're left with, and that's just a matter of survival, really. But you try to be decent to everybody as much as you can.
Well, and that's the funny thing when people try and meet me with hostility or violence, I try to diffuse the situation immediately.
Yeah.
As opposed to instigate it and make matters worse, I would rather try and diffuse it.
Yeah.
And say, hey man, like fucking, I only lay down unless I really have to. And I've hurt some people in my life, and I don't feel good about it.
No.
But they deserved it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I don't go out looking for fights, but if he's fucking knocking on my door, well, you know.
Yeah.
That's how it's gonna go down, man.
Yeah.
But essentially, you know, I think there are more good people as opposed to bad people.
There are. There's from what I've discovered, there's just people just trying to find their way through life and just, you know, trying to survive as best they can.
Well, survival takes work, man. It's a fucking haul, man.
Yeah, it's take a lot of work. Missy says she likes line, but she's got a horrible memory, so she's just got to admit to it right away. There you go.
Ain't that the truth? And essentially, that's true, man. Like, I'm too lazy to lie, so why would you? You know, just be you. Like, how difficult is it to be yourself? Is it really that hard? I don't think so.
I don't think so either, but I've met so many people working at different places and family members, especially family members, but a lot of friends and other family and stuff that just, they think they have to put on a certain way to impress people. You know, it's just like, you know, and when everything's all said and done, what's that going to matter? You know, it's like, well, I got to have this and I got to have that. And it's like a lot of people that I've dealt with in the past try to define themselves by possessions or what their position is with their company or their education and stuff. It's just like, you know, rather than hiding behind all that stuff, you know, let's meet face to face and discuss things as, you know, level the playing field is what I'm trying to say. But so many people are so insecure, they hide behind things. A lot of people that I've met that try to pick fights with people, you get to know them and it's like you start to see there's some insecurities and stuff. And it's just like, especially people that name drop all the time. Oh yeah, you know, this weekend I was hanging out with this guy, you know, and he does this and this, and I was hanging out with this. Well, what about you? Well, I was doing this. No, dude, what about you? Tell me what's going on with you. And it's like, oh well, look at the time. I gotta go.
And that's the funny thing when you steer the conversation back into themselves, they essentially don't know how to talk about themselves because they're too caught up on what everybody else is doing.
Exactly.
You know, why would you be so upset and discombobulated about whether it's the government, whether it's this person or that person? Like, I don't give a flying fuck what you're doing, man.
Yeah.
I care what I'm doing. Am I doing a good job? I'm coasting through. I'm doing okay. You know, like I'm not crashing into a tree or a snowbank, so I'm okay.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not trying to portray any of my beliefs onto any other fucking person or steer you in a wrong direction. I'm trying to get down the hill with you.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
As opposed to go up the hill or fight against this way or that way, you know? It's silly. It's simply silly, man. Like, I don't need that kind of shit in my life.
Exactly.
So what do you think we should do about it?
About what exactly?
About everything. How should we make this world better? Should we love more? Should we hug more? Should we be more environmentally conscious? Should we You know, there's a lot of things that we could do to make this world better. But what should we do first?
Yeah, first thing is just, establishing, relationships with other people, getting to know your neighbor. Most people don't know their neighbors or coworkers and stuff. And I'm not saying be prying and get into, their business, give them some space, but, just get to know people. Sometimes it seems like that a lot of problems that are in the world, we try to find these outside things to point the finger at, whether it's the government raising our gas prices or people polluting the oceans and doing this. I mean, there's a lot of serious things going on, but sometimes people just miss out on the basics of just getting to know your fellow man and just trying not to be an asshole.
Well, yeah, to a certain extent, I concur and agree with you, man. But I've lived in my residence for almost 4 years. I don't know my neighbors to my left or to my right. I know my neighbor across the street. I know his name. We nod and we say hello. Hey, Fred, how you doing? That sort of sense. But to the left, they've made no inclination to try and talk to me, nor have I made an effort to talk to them. So, I'm not going to go out of my way, but I'm sure as shit going to play loud tunes on my porch, and if you don't like it, you better knock on my door and say, hey, Chatty, that's a little too loud. Okay, I'll turn it down, not a problem.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I mean, but you said you know your one neighbor, your friends, and you kind of know who they are, and you're saying that you make yourself, if they would come over to you, that you're approachable. A lot of times I've seen people where they either get scared or they start just giving you these stares like don't mess with me, or there's going to be problems. So there's just people that seem on, at least where I am at, it seems like people are just really on edge and don't want to be bothered with anything. So it's just like, okay.
Well, and here's the thing, Dave. Like, look at me. Do I really look like an approachable guy to you? Like
you do actually, yeah.
Am I the kind of we come up and say, "Hey, Chatty, how you doing, man? What's going on?" No, like I'm not a very approachable person, but I'm a super kind and nice person. So that's your fault, not my fault, man.
Yeah. But yeah, like my wife says, just have respect for others, and just. But yeah, sometimes people just, I don't know. I don't get a lot of people, especially nowadays. Just people are just wrapped up into their own thing, and it's just I've met so many people who are just narcissistic, where they think the world either revolves around them or should, and there's no room for anybody else, and just like time out.
Well, exactly, Dave. People come into the conversation with their own preconceived notations. Like they're fucking the top shelf, better than fucking all of you, better than anything that you ever fucking laid down. And that's essentially never the case, man. Like you don't know fucking shit. You don't know me. I don't know you.
Yeah, exactly.
Try and get to know one another as opposed to fucking beat each other down.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just so silly.
Yeah.
But I don't know. In the long run, maybe we could beat it down, man. But I don't know, man. I really don't think at this point in time that hippies can't do it no more, man. There once was a time where I thought that like true believing and good naturedness and environmental consciousness and that kind of stuff. But this world, it seems way too greedy lately. It really very self-conscious and greedy.
Yeah.
So that's kind of why I just steer away from it. You know, I kind of hide my own little fucking nook in my shelter, man. You know, in my own little bubble.
Yeah.
It may be ignorant, but it's contentment. You know.
Yeah. 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 Sometimes you try to talk to your neighbors and they don't want to have anything to do with you, like Hyper saying, and you're like 2 acres apart. Yep. Sometimes you could be in an apartment complex and they live right across from you or above you or below you, and they just, they'd rather you not be there. Yeah, I've been around people like that too. But yeah, I just, okay, that's good. There's just a lot of people that don't value that in today's society. Yeah, they don't.
It's a different world we live in.
It is definitely a different world we live in. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Miss Yu says, my neighbors all act really nice to me, but I know they're all jealous of my lawn. That's funny. That's good stuff.
Well, I'll tell you this, Miss Yu. I have no lawn, but my neighbors are all real jealous of my tunes, man. When I play some music, man, they're like, Chad's in the porch, man. That's good, man. They'll come and say hi, It's good, man. Fucking, it's fucking, and that's the dynamite, man. We're not doing anything that hurts or encroaches on anybody else's beliefs and I've had people that say, "Hey man, it's kind of loud. Do you mind turning it down?" And I'm like, "Of course not. Not a problem. No problem."
Yeah. Yeah, I have some neighbors down the way, and they used to have loud parties and stuff, and they just different times of year, and they're playing mariachi music and stuff, and I saw him out at the store. I go, "Oh hey, I'm your neighbor and stuff." He goes, "Oh yeah, how's it going?" I go, "Oh, pretty good." I go, "Saw you guys were having a party the other night," and he's like, "Oh yeah, was the music too loud?" I go, "No," I said I could hear it, but I said it was, if I listened hard, I could tell something was going on, but it wasn't like really that bad. He goes, "Oh okay." He says, "I'm sorry." He goes, "But next time we have something going on, why don't you you and your wife come by and hang out and stuff," which was really cool. And then the very next time they had anything going on there, I noticed that the volume of the music was a lot lower because they're making, they're trying to be good neighbors.
Well, and that's the funny thing. Good neighbors are a different thing because I lived in Old Sound a few years ago, and I had some bad neighbors. I was a bad person. Not a bad person. I was let me rephrase that. I was a loud person as opposed to a bad person. And I was right on the water, so fucking noise carries. And one day I was fucking cranking some tunes, and I had 3 cops come to my door. Two cops, each of them about 6'2", 6'4", and a female cop. So I had 3 cops at my door for a noise complaint at one. And I fucking laughed at them right away. I said, "Are you fucking kidding me?" I laughed at them. I said, "So the 3 of you are coming to shake me down for a noise complaint to stop me of a party for one? Are you kidding me?"
Yeah.
And right off the get-go, it did not go well, man. They walked away. But that lady cop, she had it out for me. I ended up with a $500 noise violation by the end of the time I left there. Because I kept on being me, man. I'm not going to not be me.
Yeah.
Like, fuck that bullshit, man.
Yeah.
And my neighbors, they were fucking renovating their house to do a B&B. So, and at this time, I made furniture. So I'm using saws and fucking sanders and what have you all. So when I come home and I hear a fucking saw in my backyard, I'm gonna fucking crank up the tunes and I'm gonna crack a beer and fucking smoke a joint, man. I don't want to hear that shit. I just been doing that shit for 8 to 10 hours.
Yeah.
So you go fuck yourself. And you're gonna tell me that I get loud? Come on, man. It's all about fucking personal fucking respect, man. And they lied. They lied to me, man. They're fucking shitty neighbors, man. But whatever, man. Whatever goes down, man. What's done is done, man. I'm okay with it. But I will harbor resentment towards those people for the rest of my life. They're bad people. Essentially, they're just bad people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. Wow. Yeah, people are unreal.
Mean people suck.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you know, people in general do suck, man. We're all terrible human beings, really. We are.
Yeah, we have tendencies to be the worst. All of us do. Just got to keep things in check.
Well, I wish I could be better every day. You know, I somewhat try to be.
Yeah, you just take it one day at a time.
I don't go out of my way to be a bad person, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a hell of a lot easier to be a nice guy as opposed to being a fucking jackass or an asshole. If you're at work or if you're opening a door or if you're fucking in the grocery store, just be a fucking decent person, man.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the way I see it. That's the way I live my life, man. And if that's not good enough for you, well, I don't think we'll get along well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, if that doesn't float your boat, well, all right, well, then you keep on fucking sailing your fucking ship in that direction, man. But I'm gonna keep on being the fucking best person that I can be.
Yeah, yeah. I'll do the same.
Yeah, like why would you not?
Yeah, it's not that hard, but people make excuses. Well, I can't do this and I can't do that, and it's like there's many times. I mean, I've held the door open for people. Like this one time, I held the door open for this lady. She had a bunch of bags in one hand, and she had her kid in the other hand. Her hands were full, and I held the door open for her, and she just glared at me like, "What's your problem?" I'm like, okay, have a nice day. you know, seriously. Or you have people say, you don't need to do that. I can get the door myself. But most of the time people go, oh, well, thanks. You know, people don't do that kind of thing anymore.
Yeah, that's what a fucking decent, normal person would say is thank you.
Yeah, yeah. Sometimes people say thanks. But other times...
Like, chivalry is not dead. I don't think chivalry is dead. You know, hold the door open for someone. Be nice. Smile. Like, how much work does it take to, when you see somebody in a grocery store or whatnot do something silly, well, fucking smile at them, man. You know, you don't necessarily have to say hello or whatnot. Just give them a smile, man.
Just to acknowledge them, yeah.
That's the important part, man. And that's what I see it, how it goes down. And I guess that's the deadhead in me and the kind of person I am. You know, it's easier to be nice as opposed to be a fucking jerk.
Mhm.
You know.
Yeah. Hyper says, I hate it when I'm in public and I look someone in the eyes and say hello or goodbye and they totally ignore me. That's, just
Well, for
rudeness.
sure. Because essentially they're telling you that their time is more important than your time. You know?
That's pretty much it. That's pretty much.
I don't give a flying fuck about time. I'm late all the time. Like, I'll be late for my own funeral, man.
Yeah.
So, like, time is truly irrelevant, man. If I am here, there, and speaking to you and talking to you in a conscientious sort of manner, then you should be thankful for that.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
That's essentially what it's all about.
Yeah.
There's no two ways about it. Like, how do you dispute that sort of fucking that scenario? You can't.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, that's. Yeah, just understand that there's rude people out there, Hyper, and just don't. As bad as it makes you feel, you can't take it personal.
Right. Yeah,
People's problems are their own problems. Yeah.
And if you're at work and someone gives you fucking snaps at you, you know what you do? You kill them with kindness.
Yeah.
You say something super nice back to them, and they're as opposed to be the aggressor of the situation after they've tried to pull their heavy on you.
Yeah.
You just say, "Oh, that's a nice shirt that you're wearing today."
Yeah.
And they're kind of all baffled. They don't know how to deal with it because it's not accustomed to a compliment because they're so used to fucking infiltrating the situation. And that's wrong. And that's not how you essentially lead people. A lot of people think that that's how you lead people is through fear and intimidating people. And that's not it at all. You lead people through education and not only education and knowledge and know-how and making them know how it goes as opposed to being rough and abrasive, man. Like, why bother?
Yeah.
Like, my life is way too short to be fucking upset about your silly fucking problems. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why would I fucking infiltrate myself with that kind of bullshit, man? I just don't get it. But a lot of people do. They get their fucking their knickers in a fucking tizzy. And they get all out of shape about, oh, that person didn't agree with me, or he's not going in the right direction, and I don't think he'll fit in.
Yeah.
So get them all in their feelers.
Yeah.
Do you really have a problem if I don't fit in? I don't think so.
Yeah. I've never fit in anywhere, so I just it's like whatever. It was like every year I was always the new kid. I was always going to a new school, so it was just like, so you just whatever happens, just take it one step at a time and just roll with it. And
did you grow up in a military family, or like why were you traveling?
No, just well, honestly, my dad wasn't very responsible and never paid the bills. We'd rent a place and move to another place and another place. That's pretty much the bottom line. My dad he would have money for whatever he wanted, but paying the bills, never pay the bills. My folks got split up when I was real young, and my dad wanted me to go live with him. He says, "Oh, I need you to stay with me and do this and blah, blah, blah." And I'm like, okay. So I bought into it. And I figured out, years later that it was just so he wouldn't have to pay my mom's support. So instead, he was getting money from her to support his lifestyle. And his roommate and the roommate's girlfriend, they're always burning candles. And I'm like, wow, this lady really likes candles. But I finally put two and two together. I'm like, hey, they aren't paying the electric bill. That's what's going on here. But yeah, it's just those things. We moved around quite a bit. Sometimes we moved in the same area, but I just went to different schools for I don't know what reason. Just my dad didn't like the neighbors and this and that. So I got along with everybody. I think my dad was threatened by me, actually. But sometimes people get threatened by me. I don't know. I'm a nice guy. I try to be a decent guy, but yeah, sometimes people just go. I don't know if they don't like the fact that I'm not trying to hide who I really am. I try to be, if you saw me on the street, this is how I am. It's like I don't have the energy to try to pretend to be somebody else. I've never been the one. I've never tried to be somebody that I'm not. So it's just like, but yeah, misusing, ignoring everybody. You're annoying. You're good, Miss You. We thank you for being here. Yeah, it's just a lot of rude, snobby people around. Yep.
Like I said, mean people suck.
Mean people suck. I've seen shirts. I've actually seen shirts that say mean people suck. Bumper stickers and stuff, Yeah, when you're a humble person, sometimes people get threatened by that. It's true. It is very true.
I've seen a lot of bumper stickers, man. Have you ever been on Dead Tour, man? Like that's where you see the best bumper stickers. I tell you what, and down a lot and whatnot. Like I know a lot of guys are punk rockers and this and that, and I'm more of a jam band guy, but I've kind of toured here and there, and it's just like camping with strangers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And camping's always fun. So if you're camping with a stranger, well, that's even better and better, and everything's just good, and it's really nice. And what I really like about the Deadhead scenario of it is that we always tried to clean up after each other.
Yeah.
We didn't leave a lot of trash. Where you go to a lot of festivals, man, it's just nothing but garbage and trash and what have you. But when you travel with Deadheads, man, at least there's garbage bags there, and you have that conscious thought to do the right thing, whether it's recycling, throwing something out, whether it's throwing something on the ground.
Yeah.
And it makes you feel good as opposed to feel bad.
Yeah. There's a lot of people that are just lazy. I mean, before the pandemic, if I'd go, get something at some fast food place, I was astonished at how many times people would just leave their trash on the table. It's just like, who raised you,
I'm not touching it. Yeah.
No, they're going to get it. I mean, they leave their own food. They leave their food trash there and just go, okay, I'm done. That's what these people are for, to take care of my stuff. It's like, No, the trash can's over there. Walk your crap over there and dump it.
Well, and that's the thing. You're walking that way towards the door in the first place.
Yeah.
Like, are you too good to take your own fucking garbage from the fast food place? Like,
People
that
think
kind of
that way.
stuff is so silly to me.
Yeah, it is. It is. But there's lots of people that just, they're that way. They don't care. They go, oh, someone's going to clean up. I remember this one concert I went to was the Black Keys. They played in this little tiny club, and when the show was over, I mean, it was an indoor place, and there's like 2, maybe 3-inch puddle in the whole place of beer. The whole place was covered with beer cups everywhere, and there's trash cans everywhere. The trash cans were practically empty. People just go, oh, they spill their beer and just leave it wherever, and just like, it's like people are just lazy. It's just like, I don't get it. Yeah, Miss U says people are too entitled. Yeah,
I don't know. Here's how Ken Kesey explained it. In any given situation, there will always be more dumb people than there are smart people in the world.
Yeah.
That's Ken Kesey in like 1972, and it still rings true to this day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In any given situation, there will always be more dumb people than there are smart people.
Yeah. 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 Are people leaving, like my wife says here, she says people leave hotels in a trashed way. We always tidy up the room and stuff before we leave. But we're like, oh no, we understand they got to strip the bed and do all that stuff that they do. There's part of clean, but some people just like, they're just pigs. They're just sloppy and just won't. They're just entitled. They think that there's people here that are gonna wait on them hand and foot, and it's almost like they think that these people that are in these service type industries are beneath them, which they're not. They're just people like you and me trying to take care of their family. But no, we gotta make sure they earn their money. We got to make sure this and that. It's just like, I don't get it. I don't.
Well, okay. Let me boil it down to you this way. I'm a single guy, but you know what? I make my bed every day.
Yeah.
That just essentially means I care about me. I care about where I'm gonna fucking lay my head when the time comes being, man. And if somebody walks in my door, I want things to look somewhat fucking respectable. You know what I mean? Yeah. I care about me and I care about others. And that's what it's down to, man. Like, it's not.
Yeah. 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 What's his name? Hyper saying he has to pick up outside his parkway because people are throwing their trash. Usually Modelo beer cans, cigarette butts, Kleenex, food wrappers. It's just they don't want to keep their car dirty, so they're just gonna throw it out the window rather than wait till they get home and throw it in the trash.
Yeah, for sure, man. I don't blame those lazy people so much, man. But if you have an option that, there's a trash can, or there's like the field, which one to choose? I think I would always choose, there's a trash can.
Yeah.
But a lot of people don't think in that mindset, which is sad. They're just like, somebody else will grab it, somebody else will deal with it, like it's somebody else's problem. Well, it's not your problem. It's your problem in the fucking first place. So put it where it fucking belongs.
Yeah.
Walk away. It's okay. That's the way I see it.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
I could be wrong. I could be right. Like, you know, I'm not here to steer anybody in right or wrong direction. I'm simply trying to tell you that that's my mindset. That's how I walk through this earth.
Yeah.
You know.
Exactly.
I'm not really concerned what fucking Timmy and Sally and Sue are doing.
Yeah.
I'm concerned about what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
Am I making an impact? Am I doing the right thing?
Yeah.
Am I progressing things forward, man? That's how I see it, down, man. You know. Other than that, fuck y'all, man.
Yeah.
You know, if you want to play your fucking social media games and do all this bullshit, well, that's on you. That's not on me, man. At least I'm gonna try and suppress my own carbon footprint, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm by no means saying that I'm better than anybody, because if anything, I'm the worst motherfucker you ever fucking tussle with, man. I'm one bad motherfucker. But at least when I walk through the earth, at least I want to try and make a difference and do something better. You know what I mean?
Yeah, leave it better than the way you found it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. Miss Hugh says, I hate when people take their dog for a walk to poop, then they don't clean up after their dog. Yep.
Well, you know what I despise more? Because hate is such a bad word. Is those people that take the time to poop and scoop in a little baggie, and then they'll throw the baggie in the bush or tie it on a tree.
Yeah.
What the fuck? What the hell is the point of that, man?
Yeah.
Like, the poop will at least decompose, but the bag will not.
Yeah.
So it totally discombobulates and defuriates the whole situation of the pooper scoop. Like, why pick up feces if you're just gonna throw it away?
Yeah.
I don't get that. And essentially, poop is biodegradable.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
So, like, I've never gotten too upset about this whole poop and scoop fucking rule and law. Like, I think it's a government fucking conspiracy and bullshit about some sort of congressman and or woman that said, oh, when I walk and I see fucking poop on the fucking sidewalk, I get all offended. Like, Jesus H. fucking Christ, man. Karen, I just want to beat you fucking repeatedly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like the birth of the Karen. When I hear laws about fucking poop and scoop and on the sidewalk and just stupidness that have no how would I explain it? They have no not moral. They have no like it's no change pattern. Like like if I shit here or if I shit there, if I picked it up or picked it up there, it had no problem either way. So like, why is it such a problem all of a sudden? Because it's in your eyes?
Yeah.
I just don't get it, man. I don't know, man. You know, but are we supposed to get society? Is that my job to understand society? I could give a flying fuck what society thinks or says about me. If I could humanly care less, I would. but I'm not gonna go out of my way to be fucking mean to you. But I sure shit ain't gonna go out of my way to fucking hold your hand and fucking nurture you through this fucking life. No, that ain't my fucking job. You get what I'm saying there, fucking Dave?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah. Well, people are people. So what are we going to play next, man?
What's that?
I said, what are we going to play next? Let's play us a tune out of here.
What do you want to play?
I don't know, man. Let's go with Iron Maiden, Aces High.
All right. Sounds good.
We can do it.
My phone's dead. Well, I'm gonna try to play some Maiden. Just gonna wrap this up. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and hop off here. Been up since 6 this morning. Almost going on 24 hours.
That's not the quarter, man.
I'm dragging. So yeah. Go get some sleep and got some things to do in the morning. So it's good talking to you. Good to see you face to face.
Likewise.
So all right.
Good, man. You keep being you and keep striving on, and you know, when adversity comes your way, just you've got several options. You can greet it, you can steer against it, or you can try and deter it.
Yeah.
But whatever you do, it's always up to you, man. Like, I'm not your goddamn keeper by any means, man.
No, I know. It's always good to just bounce things off each other,
Oh yeah, oh fuck, good boy, man. I bounced a lot of shit off myself tonight, man. Did you listen to that fucking Panic show tonight, man? Boy, that fucking fun, man. Holy shit.
Good times. All right. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. So thanks, everybody, for coming. We'll do this again next Friday. And I'll be seeing all you guys in the various chats. So much love from me and the missus to all you guys out there. I'll see you guys real soon. All right. Have a great night.
I'll see you around, man.
All right. See ya. All right. Let's do this.